It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy. Also for your boy, fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wah 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 wah. Lift it up.
Girl, y'all get in here. Joe Biden done stepped down, girl. Whoa, yes, he did. Breaking news, breaking news. Breaking news. Y'all get in here and like the video. I wouldn't even come up here to talk about that. But I logged into Twitter and they said Joe Biden done stepped down, girl. Breaking news. Breaking news. You know, before we get into that, my last few videos have had people triggered in windmilling. For instance, this one girl, hold on, I just see the comment. She said about the Jocelyn Hernandez one, the conquistadors, you know, they've been cutting up lately. Jocelyn is and she put this part in caps, black woman, about mixed, the F. Laugh emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji, heart. Well, baby, you got to go tell that to Jocelyn, because Jocelyn said on paper that she's clear, and in that argument, she said she's mixed. How y'all battle me for what the people be saying? What's going on, Elder? What's going on, Elder Baba Rashawn? Elder, what's going on? Make sure y'all tap in with the Elder. Make sure y'all tap in with the Elder. What's going on, Baba Rashawn? Look. Jocelyn said it out her own mouth. I didn't say it. Jocelyn said it. I'm mixed. You mixed just like me. You mixed just like me. I played it 3 times, and then on the 3rd time, I put it in slow motion. She said, you mixed just like me. They windmilling. Then another girl was windmilling about the hip-hop conquistadors. Girl. Shout out to the young lady who told me that this is the 2nd time they showing the hip-hop thing or thingamajig or whatever. Shout out, because I'm what I'm getting is these clear Hispanics, these skim milks, they really just mad because we're putting the back in the hands of us, because it's ours. We created it. Okay. I talked about Sean Davy Way yesterday, girl. Where was your antennas? Just saying, where was you at, girl? You got to go down to the dollhouse. I did a whole live, baby. Oh, yes, I did. I did a whole live, girl. It was lit last night. It was a late live, too. You know, I don't really be rolling like that. But y'all, let's get into it, because I don't want this to be long. So, what's his name? Joe Lydon, Crime Bill Joe, has sat down. And as he should, it was about time. Girl, Joe Biden done stepped down, girl. Let's get into that first. Oh, Lord, the Negroes, what are y'all gonna do? What are y'all gonna do, Negroes? Y'all leader done stepped down. What is the Democrats gonna do? Now, I already told y'all this was gonna happen, because I already seen the play. When they put him on that debate stage with what's that lady name? What's that dude named Trump? I knew right then and there they want us to see that he ain't worth a dime. You know what I mean? Now, you guys, these people are extremely strategic. Don't be, he dropped out Tweet A. He out. He out. He out. He out. He is out. Y'all hit the like button. Get up in here. I wasn't even supposed to be talking about Crime Bill Joe, but he came and said something to me. You know what I mean? So here we go. This Joe Biden. This is Crime Bill Joe. He done dropped out. My fellow Democrats, I have decided not to accept the nomination to focus all my energy on my duties as president for the remainder of my term. My very first decision as the party nominee in 2020 was to pick up Kamala Harris as my vice president. And it's been the best decision I've made. Today, I want to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee of our party this year. Democrats, it's time to come together and beat Trump. Let's do it. Okay. Now, let me say this. Crime Bill Joe passed the torch to Crime Bill to lock these niggas up, Kamala, right? And let me tell you why. Crime Bill Joe knew good and well he was not about to beat Trump. So now you thought they was marching in Chucks and Pearls last year. Oh, girl. These heifers about to shine up their Chucks and untie their pearls. Y'all hit the like button to go down there and march. Now Kamala about to be black. See, y'all thought she was black the last time. Oh, no. She about to be black. You know what I'm saying? See, she Indian, she black during elections, Indian after the elections, and then black again so the Negroes could come and vote. Y'all thought she was about to be black last time? Child. I can hear him now. Skeet. Ow. I can hear him. Oh, yeah, it's about to be a time. It's about to be a time. Listen to me and listen to me good. Kamala, you know the one who locked all these Negroes up in Cali for having marijuana. Mm-hmm. She about to have these heifers stomping the yard. Do you hear me? She about to have these heifers stomping the yard. Y'all get in here like the video is Sunday. I don't even be on here like this on Sunday. You feel what I'm saying? She about to have these heifers stomping the yard. Skeet. Ow. She might even get the cues up there too. She might get the cues. She might get the cues to come in there and say, nothing but the dog in me. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Matter of fact, she might go get the man himself to sing the song. Yeah, she might get him up there to do the because that's really gonna pull all the Divine Nine together. All of the bourgeoisie Negroes who went down to college. Yeah, she about to get all of them. Boosie Collins and what's his name? She about to get him to come up there and do a show. He's still around. He was there for during the panorama. She about to get all of them over there, and they gonna stomp their ankles and knees off. Do you understand me? George Clinton, there you go. Yeah, George Clinton, she about to get him up there. They about to stomp their ankles and knees off. Do you hear me? All the heifers. All the deltas. All of the Q's. You know them Kappa niggas gonna hit their shoulders. Boosie album about to get played like crazy because they strolling that Boosie. They about to, with the canes. Shoot. Kappa Psi. Oh yeah, all them niggas about to come together like the Avengers. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? The Sigma Thetas, the Theta Sigmas, the Gamma Rays. She gonna get the Gamma Rays. She gonna get them too. Oh yes. Talk about good or bad hair, whether you're dark or you're fair. Come on and swear, see if I care, good or bad. Hey. Oh yeah, you gotta understand the reason why I wanna make things right. I don't wanna be alone tonight. Oh baby, baby, I don't wanna give the useless life. I think Gina and it was Gina and it was and Whitley Gilbert. They can still do it. They still young enough. Oh yeah. Talk about no. They're gonna be saying I don't wanna be alone tonight. Oh yeah, go and get the gamma rays. Go and get what's the one? Lawrence Fishburne was in. He's and it was saying gamma. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, them niggas about to stomp they wrist off. Do you hear me? They about to stomp the yard. The yard will be stomped. Matter of fact, what's that little ugly looking dude name? They're going to get him too. Mm-hmm. They're going to get Chris Brown from when he was in there for 5 minutes in the movie. Them Negroes about to stomp the yard. Do you understand me? G5G, that who we want to be. Yeah, MB908. Go and get them. Oh yeah, see, we got to go get the OGs for this. We got to go get the OGs. G5G. Woo, woo, G5G. Woo, woo. G5G. Woo, woo, G5G. Woo, woo. Go and get all of them. Oh, yeah, girl. It's about to be a time. It's about to be a time, girl. Yes. Everybody come and stomp their legs and thighs off, girl. Y'all like the video. This is about to be a time. Mm-hmm. They're going down to Hillman. Yes. They're going to Hillman now. They're going down to Hillman. They're going to get Whitley, Dwayne Wayne. They're going to get what's the chef name? Mr. Gaines. Gotta go get Mr. Gaines. You can't do nothing without Mr. Gaines. They're gonna get him to cook up a couple of things, or whatever the case may be. And they're going to get Ryan. Y'all remember? See, Ryan was in the what would be the Q Dogs back in that time. You know what I'm saying? Ryan made it. Remember he made it? Yeah, Ryan. They're going to get Ryan to come in with was that the Kappas Ryan was in? The fraternity Ryan was in? Kappa Lambda Nu. Yeah. The bold, the blue, the men of Kappa Lambda Nu. I said the bold, the blue, the men of Kappa Lambda Nu. I said the bold, the few, the men of Kappa Lambda Nu. I said the bold, the few, the men of Kappa Lambda Nu. Hey. Yeah, they gotta go get Jaleesa. You can't do nothing without Jaleesa. They gotta go get her and Kim. Now, Kim, I don't know if Kim pledged. I don't remember. Did Kim pledge? I know. Jaleesa damn sure pledged. Okay. Jaleesa pledged, but I don't know. I think Kim was really just into her books and whatnot. She dropped out. Yeah. Oh yeah, remember she had the green with the frog. She was trying to be a little frog. Yeah. She was trying to be a little frog, and she had squirted the stuff, and she said she quit to go ahead on and pursue her studies because she wanted to be a doctor. Yeah. You know what I did love about that show? The blackest girl was the smartest. Shout out to the dark-skinned girls. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, this is going to be a time, you guys. This is going to be a time. Now, wait. Let's go get his official statement. Oh, yes. Crime Bill Joe had a lot to say. Yes, he did. Whoa, yes, he did. Crime Bill Joe had a lot to say. Now, you know he could barely make it. He was barely getting up and down the stairs. He was kissing people who he thought it was his wife. and whatever the case may be, or whatever the case may be, or whatever, even though that wasn't his wife, he was like, oh, my bad, type tease, or whatever the case may be. It says, Joseph relocked them niggas up, Biden Jr. That's what it say at the top. Joseph relocked them niggas up, Biden Jr. That's what the aura stand for, if y'all asking me, okay? The aura, they don't say what it's about and what it's for, but to me, the aura means Joseph relocked them niggas up, Jr., okay? Biden Jr., okay? My fellow Americans, over the past 3.5 years, we have made great progress as a nation. Oh, yes, we did. I don't know what nation he was at, but go ahead. Today, America has the strongest economy in the world, Craig, not the city. We've made historic investments rebuilding our nation in lowering prescription drug costs for seniors and also giving out prescriptions for the regular people to get addicted to, but that's not the hint of there, and expanding affordable health care to a record number of Americans. We provided critically needed care to 1 million veterans exposed to toxic substances. You talking about the vaccine? That was a toxic substance they were exposed. Let's get to it. Passed the first gun safety law in 30 years, appointed the first African-American, stop, skirt. You say what not, Joe? You passed the first what? The first African-American vice president. Negro, please.
It's survival. I guess somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
See, we can't even get through the document without him lying already. He lying already. We ain't even asked him to lie. Now that's why I told y'all, she's going to get all the Negroes, all the niggers coming, skate, out. All them hoes about to pull up. Oh, yes. All these hoes about to pull up. Girl, it's about to be a time. That's all I'm going to say is it's about to be a time, okay? And y'all think they drag Sarah Palin. Watch what they do, scandal her. Oh, yes. Them Republicans, girl, they about to drag about her coochie here. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Girl, listen, let's get back into it. But what he said about the appointed the first African-American Indian woman to Supreme Court. Oh, no, he's talking about the Supreme Court people. Okay, that's the other lady. Yeah, she is an African-American. And passed the most significant climate legislation in the history of the world, Craig. America has never been better positioned to lead than we are today. I'm sorry. I know none of this could have been done without you, the American people. Together, we overcame a once-in-a-century panorama and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. How much gas is where y'all at? I know about me, it's like $3.25, like $3.19, $3.20, something like that. And I know about a year or so ago, it was like about 2 years ago, no, maybe 3. It was like $4.50, $5 a gallon. I drive an hour and a half, so I pay a lot of attention to how much the gas prices be and whatnot. So he said, and remember eggs went up to $10 a carton. Yeah, I live by myself. Listen to me and listen to me. When I go down to the grocery store, it costs me $100. And I'm not feeding same food on the side. Same food on the side. When I go to the Walmart, I gotta have at least $100. At least. But according to Crime Bill Joe, we in the best economic position since the Great Depression. Girl, if that was the Great Depression, this is the greatest depression of all. Do you understand me? The greatest depression of all is easy to achieve. Girl, bye. The only thing different from now and then is we have themes. See, back then when you went broke, that you ain't had no money, you ain't had no house and nothing. See, now we house and car poor now, but we still poor. Okay, but let's finish. I know none of this could be possible without the American people. I already said that. We protected and preserved our democracy, and we revitalized and strengthened our alliance around the world. It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president. And while it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to go ahead on and stand down and to focus on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term. I will speak to the nation later this week in more detail about my decision. For now, let me express my deepest gratitude to all of the people who have worked hard to see me re-elected. I want to thank Vice President Scamala, lock them niggas up Harris, for being an extraordinary partner in all this work. And let me express my heartfelt appreciation to the American people for the faith and trust you have placed in me. I believe today what I always have. There's nothing America can't do, when we do it together. We just have to remember we are the United States of America. Signed, crime bill, Joseph, relock them niggas up Biden. And there you go. There you go. There you go. What comment? There you go. At this point, y'all like the video first and foremost. What comment y'all want me to look at? At this point, demos. Look at that comment, boo. What comment? I guess it's $3.52 a gallon. Crime bill, Sleepy Joe. What comment y'all talking about? Anyways, I can't find it. This one? Y'all talking about your disdain for Kamala. So y'all voting for Trump. I don't vote, baby. That's between y'all. That's for the people who vote. I'm just reporting the news. I don't vote, my love. And don't. Like the video. Woo! Thank you for being a member. Thank you for becoming a member, Trey. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Blackfoot, for the super chat. She says, they bet not put Scammy Whammy Cammy and Michelle O'Drama in there. We call BS News. Girl, Miss Blackfoot, first of all, I love the names. But I don't know, Scammy coming in, Scammy Whammy getting in there, baby. He just endorsed it. Scammy Whammy is coming in, girl. Scammy Whammy coming in. Hold on, let me go get it back. Scammy coming. Scammy is gonna be there. Hold on. He just endorsed her. Now, at first they were saying that he wasn't going to endorse her. But I don't know. Maybe, I'm telling you, I think they're putting her in there because they feel like she have a better chance of beating Trump. I'm telling you, it's bigger than Joe Biden. It's way bigger than Joe Biden. They trying to win against Trump. Yeah. That's what's going on. Thank you for the super chat. Son. Who's her VP, Vu? Go LSU. I don't know. Who y'all think her VP gonna be? And how does this work? It's too close to the election. This is a real question. How does this work? Thank you. It's Bree to you. It's about to be a stomping mess. Oh yeah, girl. They about to stomp their knees off. She gonna assemble them D9 people like the Avengers. Yep. I don't know how this is gonna work so close to election. But do y'all remember how they dragged what's that lady name? The clear one, Hillary Clinton, and how they dragged the one who said she could see Russia from her backyard? Girl, they went and pulled up all their teeth. Oh my God. Scammer, I hope you got knee pads on because they about to drag you, bitch. Oh, girl. Girl, they about to drag you, Scam me. They about to drag you, girl. Woo, they about to drag you. Girl, they about to go pull up. And remember, what's his name? Joe Brown, the judge. Remember, he said she slept her way up to the top, allegedly. Yeah, Sarah Palin. Y'all think she might get Michelle for the Y'all think she might get Michelle? Girl, they desperate, y'all. What y'all think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Girl, what do you guys think? Oh my God. Oh, just to remind y'all, yeah. I just want to do a quick little, 1, 2, yeah, reminder. Hold on. Just, just to, just, you know what I mean? Not a lot. Just to, not a lot, just, hold on. There's a, hold on. There you go.
Reparations for Black people.
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century.
Mm-hmm.
We had legalized discrimination, segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, Black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the Lift Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or more.
Girl, what about the reparations, girl? Niggas ain't even got the credit to buy a house. You talking about a Lift Up Act. And where is the Lift Up? Who got the Lift Ups? Because this was in 2020. Who got the Lift Up? I bought my house in 2020. Ain't nobody gave me no Lift Up. What is the Lift Up and where is it at? I wasn't lifted up. I never got my Lift Up. I bought my house in 2020. Where was my Lift Up, Scammer?
Less as a family, a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of Black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects Black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit Black children, Black families, Black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's
see, y'all missing it. She was trying to give her the word salad, and then she realized the lady was like, girl, bye. And then she said, well, look, nah, I ain't doing nothing just for Negroes. I'm not even a Negro. Why would I do something like that?
Look. The reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that.
Woo, girl got an attitude. My girl said, let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about it. You heard what she said? Any policy I pass will not just benefit Black people, it will benefit all people. Let's be clear about that. Let's really. Oh, she hit the. That's right. Let me run it back, girl. What you say, scam? Scam me. What you say, girl?
We're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that.
Oh, yeah. One more time.
Disparities. And we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No, because whatever benefits that Black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country.
So y'all reparation people, is you on here? Reparation people, is you on here? Please, somebody help me out. Reparation people don't benefit nobody but Black people. To the reparation people, to all y'all that's running around here, you know what I'm saying? If she not gonna pass nothing that only benefits Black people, what you think they're about to do to your reparations, Pat? Let me run it back.
Because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that.
Do reparations for Black people benefit all society? Put a 1 in the chat if reparations for Black people benefit all society. Put a 2 in the chat if it only benefits Black people. Put a 1 in the chat if reparations only benefit, if it benefits all society. If reparations for Black people benefit all of society, put a 1 in the chat. If it only benefits Black people, put a 2 in the chat. So y'all think reparations for Black people benefit all of society? That's what the 1 is for. 2 is if it only benefit Black people. I would love to hear how reparations for Black people benefit all society. Who gonna come up and tell me that? I'm about to drop the link. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna let y'all drop these ones and I come up here. I'm about to drop the link. This ain't gonna be long. I just need somebody to come and tell me how reparations benefit all of society. There you go. Oh yeah, I don't normally do this. Now usually I don't do this, but go ahead and keep the party going. Somebody get up here and tell me how reparations benefit all of society. Because she said, let's be clear. I'm gonna let her say it. Hold on. I'm gonna let her say it. She said she not passing nothing that will only benefit Black people. Whatever she passes is gonna benefit all society. Look.
Understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No, because whatever benefits that Black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country. Right?
Somebody said, hold on, I got to go get this comment. Yes, because Tip Bittersweet said yes, because we're the number 1 consumers, so it will help them get money in their pockets. So Tip, let me ask you a question, Tip. Are you implying that niggas gonna go blow their money on stupid stuff? Tip, are you implying that niggas gonna go blow all their money on stupid stuff. Because if that's the case, I'm here for it. I'm just saying. So you're implying that they're gonna give us reparations, and then niggas gonna take that money and go to Gucci, Louis, Prada, they're gonna go all they're going down to the Cadillac dealership. Got to know that part. They're going down to the Cadillac dealership. And then they're gonna be broke in a year. Is that what you saying? Yeah, like the Dave Chappelle skit. Like the Dave, y'all turn me down in y'all background. Turn me down in y'all background. Like the Dave Chappelle skit. Because if that was the case, I'm against reparations. I ain't gonna lie. If that's what it's for, I'm against it. What you got to say? We call BS News. What's going on, boo-boo?
Hello, good morning. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for having me on. I will not be long, but I'm agree with the call with the person that just said the same thing. We have zero financial literacy collectively. We have zero financial literacy on how to move forward and how to have generational wealth. So I have to agree with her, because we just gonna go put that money right back into everybody else's pockets and never think about what we need for our communities.
Yep.
That's just the gist of it. We don't have the financial literacy. We just, because we're not used to having anything or that, large sums of money like that. So we'll just go out and blow it because we don't have those things. So shit, why not?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm for the reparations. I don't think they're gonna get them, but we could, but it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
People putting some good stuff in the chat. They said we don't own anything. Where are we gonna spend it? Yeah. Dara, we're gonna spend it. We're gonna give it right back to them people. You know what I mean? And like you said, we call BS News. Black people have zero financial literacy. Our parents didn't grow up teaching us about financial literacy. That's the first part. See, you got to start as children. That's why I made it a point to sit down with my child at the table, and we talked about credit. We had a whole financial literacy conversation. My daughter's credit is almost at 800, and she ain't even got out of college yet. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we had I drew pictures. I did a PowerPoint. We did the whole 9 yards, okay? Because I refused to, and even when I talked to her about her partners, I don't teach my daughter to go after people with money, but what I did say is, don't marry nobody or be with nobody you have to take care of. And don't be a person that have to be kept either. Be able to take care of yourself, but also be with somebody you can build with. Not help them get on their feet and then no. We had to find out. My child's credit is better than mine, child. But because I realized when I went to college, I got my first credit card, girl. The limit was $250. Girl, I blew that credit card, was in debt for a long time, behind $250, because our parents don't teach us about financial literacy. So what happens? These children who don't know about financial literacy grow up, and then they become adults, and then boom, they drop what do you call it? Then they drop the reparations on them, and they're gonna go right down. Everybody gonna be a Balenciaga, even though we just canceled them, but I guess they back now. They to hell with the churn. They're gonna go get their Balenciaga, their new trucks, and things of that nature.
The first thing they're gonna go do is give 10% to them damn thieving ass pastors. That's the first thing they're gonna go do.
Yeah.
Get shit out of me. But anyway, I ain't gonna hold you up. I appreciate you letting me on.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am. You have a great weekend.
You too. Nick, what up? What you got to say, boo?
Hey, darling, how you doing? How you doing, boo?
Good. How are you, beautiful?
I'm good. I am born and raised Louisianian from LaPlace, honey. LaPlace, Louisiana.
I know about LaPlace.
Oh, y'all ain't heard about us till Katrina happened. Y'all used to tease me all the time. What's LaPlace? Y'all little country folks from LaPlace.
It sounded so far. Listen, when we was growing up, across the river was far away. But LaPlace, girl, we thought that was like in the bayou somewhere.
I used to work on Canal Street, Marriott Hotel, and I tell them where I was from, girl, they would laugh in my face. But it's all good. But I agree with the other few ladies, but I still believe, like for me, hell, I was working since I was 15 years old, and my parents didn't teach us much about how to save money and going to college. But I graduated from school of nursing, Delgado School of Nursing, Charity School of Nursing, got my own house in 2019. I think there is, that's a high percentage of African Americans, well, not African Americans, indigenous to this land, like you said before, that do the right thing, and we have to teach ourselves, like you taught yourself. So I'm hoping there is a small amount, at least 30%. If we were to get reparations, they'll buy some land. They'll do the right thing with it. So I think, sometimes you got to teach yourself. You just can't be waiting for somebody else to teach you. So I'm hoping that if we do get it, let's say 30% do the right thing.
I don't know about 30. I said, because I didn't get no PPP loan. And that made me mad. And I watched these niggas, oh, girl. These niggas balled out of control. They ran out of lobsters, girl. They couldn't even create more lobsters in the sea. These niggas wanted lobsters, oysters, or they ain't want no more crawfish no more. They wanted shrimp. They had they ran out of lamb chops. All the lambs was gone, girl. All the teeth in the lambs was gone. Girl, I watched it. I don't know. 30% might be. I'll say about.
I know, that's all. I know. They make us look bad, right. Don't they? They make us look bad, girl. Burn us up, but just keep praying, child. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. But look, I also want to tell you, man. I know about the J-Dubs, baby. I was doing the same thing, girl. You had me dying laughing about your daddy being in the tree smoking a cigarette. Girl. My mama still straight up Jehovah's Witnesses just paged me this morning. I'd be hiding from her text, child. Look. Been there, done that. I feel you. But let's just pray for the best, hon. Let's just pray it all don't make us look bad, child.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one, hon.
You too, boo.
All right, bye.
All right. Girl, a time is going to be had. Somebody said they're going to get new teeth and BBLs. You know it. Oh, you thought the BBLs was up before. Oh, no. You thought the teeth, you know how many veneer techs about to come out again? Do you guys understand how many people going to get their certificate in veneer techs? Because these hoes about to go spend that money, that shmoney. They about to go spend that shmoney. Okay? Yay. And they going to be over there. Everybody going to have new teeth. Everybody get new teeth. Girl, even the churn. They soon as one of their teeth fall out, they're going to get the churn new teeth. I'm on Twitter seeing what the people on Twitter say, girl. What is they saying about Scamala? What is they saying about Scamala? Girl, y'all thought the teeth was a thing before. Girl. These teeth, these niggas gonna be running around here chopping at the bit. Do you hear me? So yeah, girl, that's all I got for y'all on that. That's that on that. Democrats, I don't know, oh yeah, the churn, Deborah. See, normally churn teeth fall out when they like 5. Remember, how the 2 front teeth? Oh no, they gonna get them churn veneers. Oh yes, they're going down to the veneer tech. They going down to the veneer tech and they going to get them churn new teeth. Sure is. But, I don't know why we over here discussing reparations and all of those things of that nature. Because according to Scamala, because, it's kind of like wishful thinking. Because according to Scamala, hold on, let Scamala see it.
Homeowners. Because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No, because whatever benefits that Black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country. Right?
There you go. And she said what she said. What a time to be alive. What a time. Y'all, do y'all realize that we have witnessed a lot? Like this era of people, we have seen too much in a short period of time. Does that make sense? This era of people we've seen 3 lifetimes worth of things in this, you know what I mean, in a short, small period of time, and it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Girl, well, Crime Bill Joe done step down, child. That's all I got to say about that. At the end of the day gonna end. That's all we got. Now, let's move on. Y'all don't get too excited about them reparations because Scammer just told y'all she ain't giving y'all a goddamn thing. Nah. And if it don't benefit all people, it ain't gonna benefit no people. Let's be clear. That's what Scammer said. Now let's move on. Let's go get Netta. Now, I want to say this. I dragged Netta and they age restricted my video, Dirty Dogs. But nevertheless, some girls went on there and got Netta together. And Netta was trying to see where she went wrong, and Netta apologized. Now, before we get into that, let me say this, you guys. I have to give this to Miss Netta. Miss Netta gets dragged. Miss Netta gets dragged bad. I've gone on Miss Netta Live and just watched the comments. They be saying some horrible things to Miss Netta. They do. And I feel like when Miss Netta goes off, it be because of the horrible things that are said to Miss Netta in Miss Netta comments. Okay? Don't make it right, but I understand why Netta does that. Okay? The problem is because Netta don't know how to articulate herself or himself, I'm sorry. He gets on here and he says stuff like all black women. All black women. Because it's the black women in my comments who dragging me. It's the black women, and it is. The problem is Netta cannot, when your main support base is black women, you have to tread like, you don't get to say all black women. You just don't. Because black women, although it's a whole lot of them that's dragging you, there are some who support you. Do I think the support is as loud as the dragging? No. Not at all. Not at all. The support is nowhere near as loud as the dragging. And that's just what I've been seeing. But Netta decides that Netta want to go in and say all black women because, see, y'all, I don't want to be one of y'all. Why would I want to? I got horrible things I could be saying about black women. Let me go get it. I don't know what tipped Netta over this day, nigga Netta, but whatever it was, Netta had enough. And this is what Netta had to say. You guys take a look. Can y'all see this? Hold on. This is what got Netta in trouble. This is what got my video age restricted too, I believe. It's either this or the stuff I was talking about with Cardi.
Media. I'd be furious. I'd be mad because I know I ain't getting no money for that day. I gotta go and put out a video or something or whatever real to get so I can get some recognition or something. But I'd be mad. And I go in there and I do something dumb and stupid and say something crazy or cuss somebody out or something. And bam, I'm back on. Back on, baby. All over. Y'all know I ain't reading none of these damn comments. I got comments popping up on all social media sites. And I ain't reading them. And I know y'all know I love y'all. I love y'all. Those that love me, I love y'all more. And those that don't love me, fuck you. Okay? I don't care. Keep talking about me. That's the only thing. And another thing. This is to all the black African-American women.
This is where Miss Netta messed up. All Netta had to say was to the ones who be hating or to the haters or blah, 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 blah. You have to learn to articulate what it is you're trying to say. He said to all black African-American women. When you say that, that makes people, it triggers people to respond, right? So that's where Netta messed up. Even though right before that, Netta said, to the ones who love me, I love y'all. I'm not talking to y'all, blah, 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 blah. When you say all black women, when that's the only ones who supporting you, that's where you messed up.
Listen at me and listen at me clearly. If you don't want me coming for you, then just stop fucking coming for me. Okay? And then you want to put it out there. Miss Netta don't like black women, but that's what she's trying to be. No, it's not. I ain't trying to be no motherfucking black woman. Because I can say some of the baddest things about some black ass women that I know. So hell no, I ain't trying to be no black woman. If that's the
So I guess what Netta is saying is, did I get my cash app? I guess what Netta is saying is he don't want to be a black woman because the black women he know is horrible. I don't know if you're around Netta and you know Netta, but if you know Netta, Netta just said, y'all horrible. Yes, she did. I guess I got the cash app. Thank you for the cash app so much. Hold on. Thank you for the cash app. Wait, why I keep pulling this one up? Oh, that's the last one I sent. Yeah, I got your cash app. Thank you, boo. Look, whatever black women around Netta say y'all is horrible. So she would never want to be, he would never want to be a black woman.
case, I want to be a white woman. Because they more smarter. Because y'all said if y'all act so damn ignorant and act like y'all don't know how to get shit, and y'all just then you want to sit up and want shit.
This is what this is the thing. I find that a lot of gay black men identify with white women. We talked about that before. And they think that the grass is greener on the other side. It takes for Negroes to go around those spaces to realize, first of all, women are women. Rather we black, white, Asian, a lot of us do a lot of, especially in America, American women, a lot of us do the same thing. You think they're not gossiping in the clear women's spaces? You crazy. You think they don't fight in the real women's spaces? You crazy. In the clear women's spaces, I'm sorry, you crazy. American women, I don't care what color we are, we a lot alike. We do a lot of similar things. It is not greener over there with the clear women. And ultimately, the clear women wouldn't support you, nigga. They wouldn't even support Joe Netta. Like,
shit given to you all the damn time, but then you want to cry about it. You know, so don't look at me and don't try to be, belittle me because I get on here and I fuss at you motherfuckers because y'all get on here, y'all do it. Ain't no white women on my page disrespecting me, cussing me out and all up in me and my husband business. Hell no, because they know how to mind their damn business. To me,
this is the problem, Netta, Joe Netta. You can't stay minding you and your husband business when you put you and your husband business online. So once you become a content creator or influencer, or whatever you call yourself, an icon, and you log into this app, and then you put you making dinner for your husband, you leave yourself up to comments and criticism. That's just that. Even when I go live, I leave myself up to comments and criticism. Nobody is exempt. Nobody is exempt. So you can't sit up here and say, oh, because at least they don't be all up in my business like black women, because they don't know you, Nick. They don't know you, bro. They don't know you. They don't know you. That's why they're not in your business. And honestly, you do not want to get on that radar. Because a lot of the things you curse black women out about, them clear women to have you canceled. See, black women, we just be playing. I know we on here hollering cancel Netta. People still gonna watch Netta. So let's talk. Let's talk about it. Netta is still gonna have his fan base. Period. Point blank. What I'm saying is, if he get a hold of them clear women, and them clear women, he say something they don't like. Oh, baby, you think they talking about cancel you now? You will be done for. So mind your tongue, Miss Netta, because you cannot depend on a fan base and then be mad at said fan base. Listen, if black women was not Netta's fan base, then Netta would have every right and autonomy to curse out the fan base, curse out black women. But if black women are your support, it's like almost having a job. I can't go to my job and cuss my employer out, my manager out, because if I go to my job and cuss my supervisor out, guess what? They're gonna fire me. Well, the same goes here. Your employer are black women. So you can't come to work, meaning go live, and cuss black women out. Now, do I think that it's right that they be saying and doing what they do to Netta? No. They be doing Netta dirty. I ain't gonna lie. And I feel like the ones who support Netta, I rarely see people in the comments like, y'all need to leave Netta alone. Most 90% of Netta's comments be horrible to Netta. But ultimately, you don't get to bite the hand that feeds you. Talk to the people you talking to. Don't talk to the other people. Don't say as a whole, because it's almost like you cussing out your employer. And you can't do that. You can't. You just can't. That don't go like that. You go to work on Mad Day and you done had enough. Some of your customers and other people getting on your nerves, or maybe just your employer getting on your nerve. You can't turn around and cuss that man, your employer out, because you will be fired. So that's how I feel about that. You have to tread light on that. Now, Netta is talking about saying she never said she was a woman. Let's get into this.
And y'all people from my hometown, people about my sexuality. Okay, I never came on Facebook and told nobody I was no woman. Just because I said I'm Miss Netta. It's a whole bunch of men out there that dressing up like women, they characters and stuff like that. And I mean, this is me. This is my way.
I agree right there. They got a lot of black men go online and dress up like women. I think what's different is Netta is gay. So people, and in this new LGBTQIA plus movement, everybody has to have a label. You have to fall inside one of those boxes, right? So because Netta is a gay man who dress up like women, I think that people just automatically assume Netta is a TS or Netta is trying to be a woman. Do I think Netta is trying to be a woman? Subconsciously, yes. Because Netta, everything that you does is womanly. You don't do anything manly. Everything that you does, it comes from the essence of a woman. So that's why I say subconsciously. Everything Netta does subconsciously is her trying to be a woman. But because Netta is a gay man and not one of these undercover so-called men who dress like women, because I don't care what nobody say. Men who go on content, who make content creators dressed like women, to me, I automatically think you're gay. Because no man's man. A lot of us haven't been around man's men. I have one who raised me. No man's man. A man will be offended to put on to women's clothes. A man will be offended if you asked. A man will be offended if you even implied the thought. So when I be seeing these dudes online dressed up like women, acting like women, girl, you gay. I don't care. That's how I think. I don't know if it's true, but that's how it be for me. Because I know what a real man, my man, girl, please. My man. And so I don't, but I'm saying Netta has a point in the saying of, just because I dress like a woman, I never said I was a woman. I never said y'all thought I was a woman. I'm sorry. He's saying that just because I dress like a woman don't mean I think that I'm a woman. I'm doing it no different than the other content creators are doing it. Like I say, Men who dress like women for at any point, to me, I think you got something you're trying to tell us. And then secondly, Netta, the difference is you're gay. And in today's climate, the community wants everybody to pick a side. They wanted to pick a slot. And they thought you was a TS. And some people did think she was a woman or he was a woman. Let's get into it.
Women's they characters and stuff like that. And I mean, this is me. This is my way. I'm not no transsexual. I ain't no whatever the else community or whatever they got going on. I'm just myself. And if y'all people know me and y'all people from my hometown, y'all would know I never, ever, and still never went outside dressed like no woman. I never, and when I get my makeup done and stuff here and put on my clothes to do my skits and stuff, nobody ever seen me in public.
So what Netta is saying is, look, girl, yeah, I put the clothes on, but before this internet stuff, I wasn't doing that. I do this for my money. No different from the other content creators who do it as well. That's what Joe Netta is saying. I ain't doing nothing no different from y'all other faves. The only difference is I don't be outside in my real life like that. Medusa say, hold on. Medusa say, I am LGBTQIA community. Netta is having intimate relationships with Charles. He is gay. What is he saying? Yeah, so Netta say he gay. Joe says he's gay. He's just saying he's not a woman. I think that's what he's saying. Yes, he was at the BET Awards like that, but that's work. See what I'm saying? That's work. You see, that's what he's trying to say. Yeah, Special K says, so he's a gay man trying to do drag. That's what it's giving, but it's drag for pay. You know what I mean? It's giving drag for pay. It's giving drag for pay, but not really drag, because that's disrespectful to the drag girls. Because the drag girls, I done been to many of drag shows. I done been to many of drag shows. Do you understand me? And Netta wouldn't be able to enter the arena of the drags the drag queens I've been around or I've seen. So I think that's disrespectful to even put it in drag. I think what Netta is doing is just like the other men. It's just that Netta is gay. Netta is putting on this dress and this wig to make money. That's the same thing K-Way, blame it on K-Way do. That's the same as Shush. The dude from New Orleans that he do. They putting on money, mocking black women, and they making money from black women. That just is what it is. That just is what it is. And black women, I gotta call us to the red carpet. It's our fault. We follow that. We promote it and we follow it. We love it. We love watching black men make mockeries of us. We do. We do. We get a kick out of it. It makes our little tinkle. I'm not talking about the TS. I'm not talking about no TSs. I'm talking about black men who make mockeries of black women, who go online and they put the dress, the makeup, and they do the. Frida is not that. Frida has been Frida since Frida was a little one. Frida, listen, if y'all pay attention to Frida don't dress like a woman. Yes, Frida get the hair and the makeup, but Frida been doing that since he was out there with not Sissy Novi, when he was over there with Katie Red and them. Frida been doing that. Yes, Funky Dineva, he was one. When Quentin was Funky Dineva, putting the hair and the wig on, that was making a mockery of black women. There are some men who like to just dress as women, but they're not drag and they're not TS. That's not this. Frida is one of them people who Frida is just Frida. Frida not trying to dress like no woman to make no money. Frida been like that since Frida was in the hood. You know what I'm saying? In New Orleans from the beginning. Frida been doing this. I've been knowing Frida, girl, like Medea. Yes, it's giving Medea. That's a perfect example of what we dealing with. It's Medea. It's the Medea of it all. All these black men that be on these social media sites, All of these black men, they claim they not gay. They claim they not this, that, and the third, but they put all of this stuff on and they come online and then they make a mockery of us. And black women love it. Just like we love Medea being the old ignorant ass grandmother or auntie, we love it. And we finance it and we pay for it and we get a kick out of it. That's the facts. You know how much money Tyler Perry made putting the wig on? That nigga became a billionaire from black church women and black women, period, because we love watching a Negro put a wig on and play in our face. Martin is another one. Martin don't get a pass. Hold on. Martin don't get a pass. When Martin put that wig on and with Shanae, girl, them rates used to be through the roof. Jamie Foxx with Wanda, Martin with Big Mama's house. We love it. We love it. She's cross-dressing for pay is what she's doing. Or I'm sorry, he's doing. All of them. He's cross-dressing for pay. Thank you, T. Roberts, for the super chat. Appreciate all the overtime you put in the Acorn family. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Hold on. Thank you for the super chat. Miss Blackfoot, she said they want our vote to help benefit everyone but us. Absolutely. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Thank you. Thank you, son, for the super chat. Tariq kissed Vlad's butt for nothing. No reparations. And stay right there. I want to come right back to that. Thank you so much, T. Roberts, for all the overtime you put in the Acorn family. Thank you, boo. And thank you, Azure TV. So Netta is basically a cross-dresser for pay. For pay. What Netta is saying is, in my real life, I don't be outside like this. Everybody in my neighborhood know me, and they all know me as Joe or Joe Netta. I'm on here playing Miss Netta, no different from Tyler Perry did, and y'all can't get mad. That's what Netta is saying. I'm doing what Tyler Perry did, Martin did, Jamie Foxx did, all of that. I'm doing that. Flame Monroe is not the same. Well, I don't know. That's a difficult one. That's a difficult one. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Yep, the Wayans brothers and white chicks. Black women love watching black men. Listen, y'all don't even realize it. All they're doing is putting a mirror up to black women. So Medea, Tyler Perry thinks that older black women, that's what they are. That's what they look like to Medea. Blame it on K-Way with the long hair and all. That's what black women look like to the men when they put it back to you. You see what I'm saying? So, and we love it. Bravo, we love it. So it just is what it is. Yep, she cross-dressed for pay. And y'all can't be mad at Netta because y'all let everybody else do it. Let Netta do it. Now, I wanted to get to this. Now, I wasn't going to talk about this. But let me say this part when it comes to this. I told y'all when Tariq was going over there to Vlad TV that the FBA people was going to be windmilling. I told y'all that. Because wherever their leader goes, they will follow. Yep, Ricky Smiley, Eddie Murphy, Flip Wilson, all of them. All of them. I told y'all he was going over there, and the FBA people were going to make excuses. Now, I've heard some people say that, oh, well, he's trying to get the exposure. He's trying to get the exposure. He's trying to get the exposure. I disagree. And let me tell you why. First and foremost, going on Vlad TV to discuss hip hop is adding to Vlad TV's vote. Just like the Clear Man, hold on, let me get him up here. Just like him, I wasn't even gonna talk about this, but since we here, since we're here, let's get it. And I said this in the video because this has to be talked about. And Black people, you wonder why you can never get ahead. You will always be in last place because you always going to them folk asking them people to help you. I got to say this part. Get me up here. I got to say this part. You wonder why you don't own nothing and you don't have nothing. Because every time you turn around, the first thing you doing is running to these people for help. Hold on. And we don't see the pattern. It's almost like how many times do we have to just be like how many times we gonna get burnt before we realize the fire hot? You know, the old saying is you gotta touch the stove to see if the fire hot. We done damn near burnt. We done burnt both hands, knees, and feet, and we still don't understand that the fire is hot. Hold on, let me go get him. Him. Hold on. This man right here is the photo taken Vlad TV. Now, Tyreek put out a documentary. Tyreek used, allegedly, some of the man photos. The man strategically waited until this documentary went up to New York again. They say allegedly it went good last time. And he went and wrote a letter to them people and said, don't let him premiere his movie there because he got my copyrighted intellectual property in his thing. And I'm suing him right now, for lack of better terms. Even though all he did was take pictures of stuff that we were naturally doing anyway, meaning he doesn't exist without us. No different from Vlad. If I were to play a Vlad TV interview, I could play 2 seconds of a Vlad TV interview. Vlad will strike my channel. Vlad doesn't exist without us. But we continue to run over there. I want to run to you. Ooh. We love running tower oppressors. Oh, yeah. And we run over there. And we run over there and we be like, oh my God, help me, master. Help me, sir. Please, if you can, sir. Can you help me, sir? So you got a conquistador over here trying to stop your shine, right? Trying to get all your stuff canceled. And whatever money you made from it, that before that, you got to know he about to sue you. You got to know he about to sue you. Whatever money you made off this documentary prior to this conquistador having it removed from Amazon, he coming for it. You got to know that part. Now you're going to run to Vlad. Now you're going to Massa Vlad, right? You went from the conquistador to the orange juice people. And you went over there, and now you're about to give him content, more content to add to his vote, right? And you're thinking, I'm getting a platform. People are going to see me, and this is going to raise awareness. No, it ain't duck, duck, goose. No, it's not. No, it is not. There were all kinds of routes Tyreek could have taken other than going over to the other. It's almost like one bad thing to the worst. You see what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is, people are over there championing this thing, even though these are people who suck the blood of the culture. None of them do anything. On this Joe Conzo dude, he don't even, on his Instagram, I don't even think he deal with black people. I don't even think he rock with black people. Go check his Instagram. It's nothing but the little conquistadors and the other ones. And we go run to these people for their stuff, and then they turn around and do just what Vlad does to us and what he does to us. Give us they behinds to kiss. He didn't have to go to Vlad for no exposure. He been on TV shows. He done been on, not TV shows. He done been on news stations. He done been on a lot of things. He did not. If he had, going to Vlad will not bring any awareness to this doggone doc. I promise you. You know what's going to happen? Vlad's going to make money from all the views because all the FBA going to be in there with the support. And then the next time a black person tell Vlad something he don't like, Vlad gonna try to get her fired from her job again or get her canceled. And then we're going to be back in this repeated cycle of bull. What I'm trying to say is you cannot run from one slave house to the next because you're still a slave no matter what house. You just changing addresses. You get it? You going from one slave master to the next, hoping for a different outcome. And the fact of the matter is you will never have a different outcome. Create your own. Create your own stuff. You don't listen. They got us so fooled that they got us thinking we need them. When the fact of the matter, it's the other way around. They need us. So we really believe in our heart of hearts. Without these folk, we can't do nothing. That's why we running the Vlad. That's why you taking that man into intellectual property. And the only person that's going to benefit from this is Vlad. Because guess what? First of all, Vlad don't get the views he used to get. He just don't. Once these new podcasts started popping up, Vlad went, sure. Now, I'm not saying he don't get no views. I'm saying he don't get the views he used to get when he was monopolizing the culture. All I'm saying is, I don't support Tariq running to these colonizers. Somebody put it in the chat earlier. You plantation hopping, my nigga. You plantation hopping. That's all you doing. You plantation hopping. Depend on you got a huge fan base. Tariq has a huge fan base. And from what I hear, they say that this the money that he was supposed to be doing something else with, and he made a documentary. I don't know it. I'm gonna be over there by the FBA people. They say he was another hit the cash app, Prince of Pancoochie. They say he be over there collecting millions and millions from the people. And they say he was supposed to do something. I don't know. Drop down in the comments. And they say he took that money and then he went over and now he gave y'all a documentary. I didn't say it. This is what they said. I'm never giving that Negro nothing, so it don't matter to me. But what I'm saying is the plantation hopping does not help. You can't continue black people, so-called black people. It's the same. Y'all look at y'all. It's the same as asking the people who oppressed you to give you reparations. That don't go like that. That don't go like that. He didn't have to go over there. And whatever money he made from this hill, that conquistador right there, about to run that. Oh yeah, he about to get that. Oh yes, he about to get that. So I hope he put it on the side in a little trust fund or something. But going from one plantation to the next with the plantation hopping, we had literally came together and decided that Vlad TV was canceled. And what do you know? He slapped us in the face with Boosie, which we already expected because he is a fed too, allegedly. And then he doubled back around and slapped us in the face again with Tariq. And that's just that on that. And then hit the nanny boo-boo on our ass. Period. Somebody, who you talking about? Am I black? Who you asking, are you Black American? You asking me if I'm Black American? You must be new here. You must be new here. Welcome. Welcome to Voodoo Doll TV. You new. Yeah. You new here. Welcome to Voodoo Doll TV. Stick around. Like the video too. Thank you, son, for the super chat. Had to clean it up because of the money lost over K-Dot. What money lost over K-Dot? What money lost over K-Dot? I don't know about that money. Thank you for the super chat. But we had already come together and said that we had already, like, he was canceled, and then he went and got Tariq. He went and got the leader. Y'all, do you not understand? Listen, do you not understand? Don't the old stories that they be telling y'all where they used to get the biggest, strongest man and Buck? He did the damn documentary called Buck Breaking, and Buck break him in front of the whole plantation so everybody could be scared. Tariq got Buck broke. He got Buck broke. He's the leader of FBA movement. Black people came together and canceled DJ Vlad. And where did Tariq go? He got Buck broke. And don't tell me it's all because he needed to promote the movie. No, he didn't. You just whenever that thing premiere, just like the old plantation stories, they take the biggest, strongest, most resentful one and they buck break them in front of the doggone plantation. We gonna be the plantation, he gonna be the buck, and the people gonna do the breaking. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the fact. And then he gonna get double whammy from the bike, because this conquistador here about to take whatever money he made from the first go round of microphone check. So he about to get a train ran on him. Let's talk about it. Don't battle me. Don't battle me in front of the world to see, in front of all you Negroes to see. So now they're going to put it back in the hands of KRS-One, Foreigner, the other crazy legs dude, Foreigner, all these other foreigners, and they're going to tell your history through their lens, but taking on the identity of them. And then that's going to be that. And that's what the media is going to stamp. They're not going to stamp microphone check. They're going to stamp what them foreigners say. Yeah. Now, something that this was your house and they were a guest in your house. When they finish with the story, you're going to be a guest in their house. Watch my smoke. And you know what they're going to go have to reference? You know what they're going to go back to reference? That they the ones created it and not us. Exhibit A. Well, I took the baby pictures of hip hop. If it wasn't for me, they wouldn't even have no documentary talking about who created hip hop, because I was there. I am the baby. I have the baby pictures of hip hop. It was me. I started it. Then some black people gonna say, that's not true, that's not true. He have been, it was with black people, it was with black people. And guess who they gonna go call? DJ Vlad. And then DJ Vlad gonna go in his votes. And he's gonna have all of the teas, all of everything that's been going on with black culture. And he's gonna say, I was there. If it wasn't for me, ba ba da ba ba ba. And then they're going to say, well, who's your leader? Go get him so we can see. And then they're going to call Tariq up there. And then when Tariq come up there, Vlad going to drop the interview and say, I think's not. Tariq needed me. I didn't need Tariq. So y'all don't, black people, the problem is we don't have foresight. We think for today and next week. We don't think 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years down the line. We don't think like that. Especially if the money is right. Oh my God. If the money is right, we don't care about nothing. It's almost like everything goes out the window. I don't care about generational wealth. I don't care about these kids. I don't care about nothing. I need this check. It's like our brains just go blank when we see the money. So yeah. A person who don't think far down the line would think that it is a good idea to go to another colonizer to tell your story about hip hop. Of course, because you're thinking for the now, but it's gonna make the movie good. It's gonna make the movie good, but the movie's gonna be great. You don't understand. We got to get the movie out. Yeah, because you're thinking for the now. When you think long term, you become an owner. You don't become a renter. Do you see what I'm saying? And I mean this in reference to this hip hop thing we doing. Because what we're doing now and what Tyreek has done is shown that we cannot exist without them. And that is the rhetoric that they're putting when it comes to them owning hip hop. They are saying we could not have had hip hop the way that it is today if it were not for them. And niggas in 2024, while combating the same doggone thing, is turning around showing them that they right. The conquistadors are over there in New York saying, hey, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't even have no hip hop because our influence, our breakdancing, our this, our that. That's why you got hip hop. That's what they said. And we over here saying, that's not true. That's not true. Man, we would have had hip hop without y'all. That's not true. That's not true. And then they said, well, go get your leader. And then the leader goes on Vlad TV. And guess what Vlad gonna say? But keep going on plantation hopping if y'all want. Because that's what black people love to do. That's why we round up begging them people for reparations. Yeah, I told y'all how to do it. But that's why we round up begging them people for reparations. We love being subservient to them clears. And that's the facts. We love depending on them. It's in our nature at this point. At this point, without them, we don't exist because we always run into them because all we care about is today, tomorrow, and our pockets. That's just that on that. I'm not saying everybody in particular. What I'm saying is if we were able to create things like Soul Train on our own, BET on our own, Ebony Magazine, we have always been creators and owners of everything. Not today, though. Not today. See, today, we like a half a owner. Yeah. We get the LLCs to this, that, and the third, and we do the little 1, 2, yin. But we literally depend on the clear people. See, back then, we didn't do that. Yeah. Back then, we didn't do that. We cradle the grave on all our stuff. But now we just dependents. Running plantation hopping from plantation to plantation. Period. Thank you, Shy, for being a member for 1 month. Who was spying on us? And you showed us the pic of the black woman where the people were submitting to her. Who was the guy? I don't know what you're talking about, Shy. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know if it's my question is for this channel I sent you. Yeah, it might be for the other channel. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat, son. Hip hop is the vehicle they'll use to re-enslave. Oh, yeah. Well, we already enslaved now. Where Tyreek ran to. When we want to put our music out, even though the internet is more powerful than any of these doggone record companies, when we want to be famous and put our music out and make money, what the first thing we gonna do? Sign a contract, right? Meanwhile, we don't have to sign to them for the power of the internet go internet. We don't have to sign to nobody for nothing. We don't need no distribution company. We don't need none of that. But because the internet is it's free too. Not niggas. Niggas gonna run down there, but I want to be famous. Oh, I want to sign a contract. I want to be on this show. I want to be on that show. Because we already enslaved. We can't live without them. Thank you for the super chat, Deborah Copen, for the super sticker. We can't live without these people. We can't. We depend on them for everything. And it's sick. And Star Child, you took what I said wrong. When I say we down there begging for reparations, because every year we go down there, well, not me. Every year, black people go down there to Washington, D.C., talking about reparations, and we ain't got nothing. No, the other people didn't have to beg for reparations because they just gave it to them. You get it? Don't try to twist my words and say, because see, I did say black people go down there begging for reparations, but you honed in on that part as if if I have an issue with black people getting reparations. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because we about to get to that right now. What I'm saying is, while y'all running in circles, running down to DC with your paper, with your cardboards and your picket signs, begging for reparations. Yeah, that part. Yeah, you're begging because every year you're doing it and they don't have to do it. They just get it. They just get it. Don't twist my words. Don't do that. And hone in on the actual part of, don't hone in on the begging for reparations part. The part you really should have honed in on was the part where I said, everybody getting them, not you. Right? That would have been a part. Why aren't you getting reparations? You should be asking the whys. The Asians didn't have to beg. The Juices didn't have to beg. None of them people had to beg, but you. Why is that? And then they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and hoping for a different result. That's insanitary to me. Star Child. You ain't tired of running up that of DC? Maybe if y'all tweaked what it is you're doing, just possibly you might get a little bit closer. Just maybe. You never know. But thank you for the super chat, the dime. Vlad gonna say Ronald Reagan created hip hop. Girl, they gonna say everybody except you. And we watching it in real time. I want to show y'all one more thing. Hold on Miss Netta, then we move into Myron. I don't have an issue with people getting reparations. All I'm saying is when it comes to reparations, we're doing the same thing over and over again. We plantation hopping. We going from one clear man to the other clear man, begging these people to give us something that's deserved to us. And that's sickening and ridiculous is what it is. Let's get back on Ms. Netta so I can get the Myron. And for you to have to wait. And for Star Child, for you to ask me if I'm a Black American, what do I look like? I look like a Nigerian or something? Maybe it's the high pony. What am I giving Jamaican tea? Am I giving Jamaican tea? Maybe it's the high pony. I've never had anybody ask me that. Y'all so busy delineating, y'all closing y'all eyes, girl, please. They learned a new word, delineate, and now they don't even open their eyes. They delineating like this. Am I a Black American? It's a pig pussy poke. Don't play with me, girl. It must be the high pony. Must be the high pony. That's what it is. I look black. It's the way I word things. Why? Because I don't pander, and I'm not gonna tell you lies. You should come to Educational Friday. That's what you should do. Come to Educational Friday. We'll discuss it. Come to Educational Friday. Matter of fact, you gonna see a bit of me right quick. Let me show y'all a little more of this Netta so we can move on. I got 2 more videos on Netta, Joe Netta. This Joe Netta saying she had the world food because y'all thought he was a woman.
Some people just said all the I had the whole world screwed up before I went on him.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Hey Miller, that's what it is. I was wondering why she asked me that, and I was like, what is it, the braids? What is it, the braids? It's the braids. That's what it is. It's the braids. 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 What is it, the braids? That's what it is. It threw her off. It threw her off. It threw her off. The braids. The braids. No, you kept saying you blacks, you blacks. When did I say you blacks? I didn't say you blacks. Well, did I? Maybe. If I did it, I didn't mean it like that. Because look at my black ass. No way. No way. Anyway, let's get back into Netta so I can move on to Myron ugly ass. That damn foreigner. Look.
Oh, I had the whole world screwed up before I went on here and told y'all the real deal. I had the whole freaking world. Some people said I just was an ugly woman. Some people just said I was an ugly woman. But anyway, let me get off the...
You heard Netta. Netta said she had the world fooled. He said y'all thought he was a woman. And he not. Now this the girl getting them together. Look.
Oh, what are you trying to do? Saying, oh, black women this, black women that, black. So what are you trying to do? What are we doing here? Because I have never seen a white person on your lives. I've never seen a white person in your follows. Like I said, I follow you through and through, but that I'm not standing on. I'm not standing with that. I'm not standing with that at all. Because no, we need a full-on, straight-up apology, not just sitting here listening to respond. So, if I am going to support you, that is what we need from you. And for the black women that are in here watching, y'all need to stand on business because this is serious. We will not keep taking this. This does not make sense. That we get on this app every day looking up to these people, and I'm not going to say you're an icon or a celebrity. I'm just going to be honest with you, but you are an influencer. You make some women want to get up and cook for their nigga. You know what I'm saying? You're human, exactly. You make women want to get up and cook for their dude. You make women want to get up and go do something and put a little wig on or something. But when you get on here talking about, oh, black women this, black women that, and it's nothing positive, it's always negative, and we bitches and we this and we that. Like, come on. We ain't even finna do that. Like, for real.
Wait a minute. She tripped me out and she said, you make black women want to get up and go cook for their niggas. So black women, not all. So what she's saying is black women is looking to a nigga onto how to be a woman. Did y'all not have mamas? What are we doing here? Do these women not have mamas? So you looking to a nigga. I don't care if it's a TS, a drag queen, a gay man, or a straight one. You looking to a nigga? Wait, run that back again. That threw me off. Hold on. What she say, girl?
Yes, because this is serious. We will not keep taking this. This does not make sense. That we get on this app every day looking up to these people, and I'm not going to say you're an icon or a celebrity. I'm just going to be honest with you, but you are an influencer. You make some women want to get up and cook for their nigga. You know what I'm saying? You're
This is no shade and no tea. I love everybody. I grew up with gay boys as my friends in school. You know, I was in the choir. You know, the gay boys be at the choir. I done been to multiple drag shows. I'm not really friends with people who do drag, but I've been around drag people. I've been around the punks, the sissies. I've been around the TSs. I love me a TS. You know what I'm saying? The nice ones though, not the ones that be online, not them. The nice ones. But anyways, and I have never looked to any of these people for any inspiration on anything. Not hair, not makeup, not nails, not clothes, not shoes, not nothing. Now, and I'm not even trying to be like, I'm just being straight up honest with you guys. I have never looked to any of these people for inspiration pertaining to womanhood for nothing. And it's not that they don't do a good job at whatever it is they do. That's not what I'm saying. And see, this is why we have a huge BBL crisis. This is why the TSs will say it ain't hard to look like you, because we starting to look like them, because now we're influenced by them. See, at one point, the paradigm was shifted. See, at one point, the TSs wanted to look like the women. So they got to accentuate their hips. They had to, you know, get the big hips and the booty, and they had to go get the boobs, and they had to do the crazy makeup and all of that stuff. They had to do all of that. Now the women are doing what they do. So it's almost like the pendulum is swung, because it's almost like now the women are looking to the men to know how to be women. That's why the lace fronts be like that with the shower curtain things right there. That's why they be doing the makeup. They be looking like they funeral ready. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got the BBLs with legs like number 2 pencils and booty sitting on top of their boot. You know what I mean? Because now the pendulum has swung and we are trying to look like them. And now that makes sense with this woman saying, you make women want to get up and go cook for their husband. What? You have to see Miss Netta Wait a minute. You have to see Miss Netta to know that as a woman, you should probably cook something for your husband. And then listen, if you don't cook for your man, I'm not saying that you have to, but I'm talking about as far as the feminine essence of a woman, taking care. That's nurturing. That's the feminine essence of a woman. You had to look to Netta to say, if my man hungry, let me get up off my ass and go cook him something to eat. Y'all got to be strong. That's the problem. That's why I say all this cancel Netta, this is fake. This is fake. I was the only one windmilling behind TS dragging Tasha K's children. And talking about her being, and no, not talking about, describing in detail about her unfortunate abuse as a child. I be windmilling by myself behind kids all the time. And you know what I get from women? Well, she deserved it. Well, she shouldn't have said, well. How long I'm a windmill by myself? So all this cancel Netta is fake. Because Black women now look up to the TSs and the people to know how to do and know how to act. Not all, because it ain't show me. Damn sure ain't me. But a lot of Black women are influenced by niggas on how to be a woman. You can't make this up. And I see it when I see y'all put y'all clothes on. Not all the women. I'm talking about when I'm out and about and I see these girls with their BBLs and their drastic makeup and the lace front where the lace be coming up in the front in real life. Yay. Y'all trying to look like the TS. Stop me when I start lying. Y'all trying to look like them. Y'all are getting influence on womanhood from these people. So yeah, that's why you get on here and say stupid stuff like, oh, you make women want to get up and cook for their man. Girl, are you crazy? What?
That makes sense. That we get on this app every day looking up to these people. And I'm not going to say you're an icon or a celebrity. I'm just going to be honest with you, but you are an influencer. You make some women want to get up and cook for their nigga.
Y'all, this cancel Netta is fake. Y'all need people like Netta. Yeah. Y'all need people like Netta. It's almost like you need that. That's why y'all didn't cancel Saucy Santana when he called Beyonce's daughter a bald. What he called her, nappy head, and say she was ugly. Remember when Saucy Santana said that? And Saucy Santana still got nothing but Black women all over there praising him, and he a big bike nigga. Y'all fake. Y'all not canceling nobody. Stop it. So I'm not gonna sit up here and run the campaign to cancel Joe, because y'all not gonna cancel Joe. Y'all gonna be right there learning how to be a woman to your man from a man. My girl say, you taught me to get up and go cook for my man. Girl, you can't make this up. Bree said gender is a performance. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not, Breeze. That is wrong. And I know they updated the science books in colleges and all of that, and they put it all online, and everybody just keep repeating. It's not. Gender is gender. It's fact. It is what it is. So I don't know what to tell y'all, but Miss Netta just a trans woman. Miss Netta just told you she's not a trans woman. Miss Netta literally just said I'm not a trans woman. She has character and likability, but she's not representing real women. Y'all got to stop that. Miss Netta not a trans woman because he just told you himself, I'm not no trans woman. I'm not. Again, we can't make people be what they. If somebody tell you I'm not this, you can't make them that. Everybody don't want to go in the boxes. Everybody don't want to go inside the slot. So let's start there first. If Miss Netta say I'm a man, Miss Netta is a man. Period. That's where it starts and that's where it stops. If Miss Netta says I am not a trans, I'm not a woman, I'm a man, then that's a nigga. That's a nigga. How you gonna make somebody be something and they actively telling you, I'm not. That's not me. No, you're a TS. No, I'm not. I'm telling you I'm not. No, you're a TS. That's how we be fighting the windmill for people to be black. It's crazy. This type of stuff needs to be studied. And gender is not a performance. Gender is just what it is. It's gender. You have male and then you have female. That's it. All that other stuff in between, all that craziness in between, all that's a performance. All that other stuff in between is the performance. But the fact is, there's a male and there's a female. Not that person come out of their mother's woo-woo, TS, gay, straight, bi, none of that. You come out as a male or a female. That's it. You're not gay, you're not straight, you're not bi, you're not hetero, you're not homo, you're not none of that. You're not TS, you're not L, you're not G, you're not BTQIA plus INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? You are a male or a female. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. And if Netta telling you Netta is not no TS, y'all can't keep calling Netta a TS. Netta just told you he ain't no TS. He's a man. What is it? The braids? I think that's what it is. It's the braids. Listen, we have to stop putting labels onto people. It's not right. It wouldn't be fair for me to tell you, Breeze, what and who you are. That's not right. That's not right. Just because you've been indoctrinated to think of what this is and what that is. See, because long before all of these other things come up, all this other stuff come up, it was a man and a woman. It was a girl and a boy. It was a female and a male. Then you had the men who like to dress like women. They were either drag queens or cross-dressers. And then you had the women who liked the women and it was lesbians. And then you had men who liked men and it was gay. And that was it. All this other stuff they done flooded the market with, girl, all of that is the performance. This is a man sitting here telling me he is a man, so that is what he is. It is not my place. It is not nobody's place in this chat to tell this man who and what he is. The performance is when he put the wig on and he get on here and make money. That's the performance. But when he in the live, yeah. When he in the live, that's Joe. I know they put it in the science book, y'all. That don't mean it's right. That don't mean it's right. It's a man, it's a boy or a girl. That's why when your mama shit you out, they say, it's a boy. She go, oh, it's a girl. They don't say it's a TS. That don't go like that. Now, yes, I agree with this, Supreme. Femininity and masculinity is a performance. Now, that you got me up. Yup, that part, I agree 1,000,001%. Femininity and masculinity, now that is a performance. Yes. Gender is a fact. Femininity and masculinity is a performance. Absolutely. Because y'all seen Princess the Queen make her turn into a whole nigga on y'all. She came on caping for the women. She used to wear her little hair and she used to put, she put her clothes on and bop. And as soon as she got these women in her grasp, she turned around and turned into a nigga from the 99 and the 2000. But this, I agree with. Femininity and masculinity is a performance. Gender is a fact. Only other thing outside of a boy or a girl is a hermaphrodite. Everything else, all that shit's made up. All of it's made up. All of it. Because no matter what you do to your body, you're going to always be whatever you came out your mama coochie is. Period. I don't care if you cut it off or if you add to it. I don't care if you go take the pill. You're gonna come in one way and you're going to leave out the same way you came in. Period. All that other stuff, that's the performance. All that other stuff is the performance. I don't know what to say. Girl, I don't even know what intersex is. I don't even know what that means. Is that the hermaphrodite? I don't even know what they see what I'm saying. They be coming up with all kinds of terms. Girl, I don't subscribe to none of that. And I hope you ain't teaching your children that. Please don't teach the kids that. Don't do that. That's why they around here. That's why they around here giving children hormones not behind y'all back. Because y'all entertaining all of that right there. That's why they around here today, 2024, they're gonna be giving y'all churn hormones and they're gonna be transforming right before your eyes, and you ain't gonna know about it. And when you take the pills, guess what? You're going to jail. Lock his ass up, lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Because y'all entertaining that craziness right there. Y'all entertaining that craziness right there. That's why they're attacking the kids right now. Because y'all playing with that crazy mess right there. When your boys start growing boobs, you get it. Thank you for the super chat, the Dawn. In the morgue, you either male or female. That's it. All that other stuff, I don't even know what intersex is. What it is. Bella said, hold on, what is intersex? Intersex is an adult thing, my love. You present one way, but born. Let me go see what intersex means. What that even mean? I ain't never heard of that one. Let me go see. What is an intersex? Intersex. Look, they thought I was saying internet. What that mean? We on Wiki. Intersex people are individuals born with any of several sex characteristics. How you born with sex character? Wait, including chromosome patterns, gonads, or genitals that, according to the office. Wait a minute. Get me up here. Hold on. Intersex is a term used to describe a person who has both male and female sex characteristics. What does that mean? Including genitalia. So if they're hermaphrodite, hormones, chromosomes, and reproductive organs. Ain't that a hermaphrodite? It is naturally occurring variation in humans and is not a disease. Intersex people are born with sex characteristics that do not fit typical binary notions of male or female bodies. The term hermaphrodism is outdated. Okay, so all they have to do is start there. It's a hermaphrodite. Got it. That's all they have to do is start there. It's a hermaphrodite. It's the old term for it's a new term for hermaphrodite. That's all it is. That's the same. That's what I said. The only other thing out of male and female is hermaphrodite or intersex. That's what we'll go with now, I guess. All right. Anyway, like I said, Joe said he not no woman and he had y'all food, and that's just that on that. Now let's go get Myron. Let's go get Myron Gaines. So Myron Gaines go on this Twitter Spaces, right? In this Twitter space, Myron is having a conversation, and listen. Let me tell y'all this too. I keep telling y'all about these foreigners. You know the audacity, especially for a foreigner from Sudan. Myron, a foreigner from Sudan. And he always got something crazy to say about Black American people. He looks down on us, but I keep telling y'all, this is why it is imperative that you understand who you are. That's why. This is why it is extremely imperative that you know who you are. Because everybody else know who you are. You don't know who you are. So now Myron and his funky daddy and his funky mama came over here running from Sudan because they couldn't hack it where they was. And he gets on this high horse as if he's better than us. And all Black people want to do is beg for reparations and things of that nature. And we just lazy, is what he said. We just lazy. Now, Myron is from Fresh and Fit. And Myron is saying that we don't want to work for nothing. All we want to do is keep begging for reparations. And that's partly why they say that, because of that reparations movement online. That's why they say that, because there's a large group of Black Americans running around hollering about reparations and don't even know how to really get them. ain't done no genealogy for the most part. Most of the people hollering about reparations ain't done no genealogy. But they around here hollering about reparations because they learned in 3rd grade that we were slaves. So that's where they're getting that from. Like the video. So Myron has this conversation, and this guy, I don't know who he is, but he's going to eat his ass up as he should. Because how dare you be a foreigner coming from somewhere else and coming over here telling Black Americans about anything? But again, when y'all think there's a Pan-African movement and a Black and brown coalition, this is how we get buck broke every time. This is how we continue to get buck broke every time. Running around, running behind these Pan-African movements and these Black and brown coalitions. Let's get into it. Yeah, we about to discuss it. So this is what Myron had to say in this Twitter space. Keep running behind the Pan-African movement and them people telling y'all every day. But all right, rock out, girl.
The truth of the matter is a large swath of America.
Now, this is the other guy. If somebody know his name, drop him in the chat. But this is the other guy that's for reparations, and he's the Black American, and this is what he has to say.
I'll say even a majority of Americans are tuned out of these spaces. So what we really have are Americans who are politically active, who are politically engaged, who go to their echo chambers. You got the echo chamber on the left and the echo chamber on the right. And let me tell you why sometimes it seems, but I'm telling y'all, it's a myth that Black Americans, by and large, are somehow represented well or adherents of the left. It's because spaces on the right, Malcolm X said that the white liberal had mastered the art of pretending to be the Negro's friend. So we don't get the blatant anti-Blackness on the left. Oh, it's there. Look at our communities and look at who we've been voting for the past 60 years.
Let me stop him right here because he's cooking. He's cooking already. The Democrats used to be the Dixiecrats. The Dixiecrats are the party of who? The KKK. And like he said, the Dixiecrats, aka Democrats, have mastered the art of playing in your face, hiding the racism. Oh no, we care about you. We love you, girl. And then taking everything from you and shitting on you every chance they get. Oh yeah. Let's talk about it. But we love that plantation. We can't leave that one. Oh no. Massa good over here. Well, at least Massa give us free time after we work out in the field. Well, over my Massa Joe let us go out in the field after we work 15 hours a day. And he let us pluck the cotton gins and get all of the thorns out of our fingers as we leave the plantation. Massa could have been worse. So we got to be thankful for Massa. And don't think on the right, it's no better. See, the difference is all these clear people don't give a damn about none of us. Let's start that first. Because if they did, when the Republicans ever get in the office, they will be doing. When Democrats get in the office, they will be doing. But they ain't never done nothing. But the Republicans, they write it blatantly in your face. I don't want you around here, Negro. And honestly, I'd rather know up front. I don't want you to stab me in my back. Stab me to the front so I can at least have some type of defense. That's just me. But either way, we still plantation hopping. That's why I don't vote at all. But I say, if we had to go with, y'all know Democrats love it's the lesser of two evils, boo. Lesser of two evils. Well, you know what? At this point, you started at the Republican Party. Now you're over there on the plantation with the Dixiecrats. Wasn't that Nixon or who that was saying, I'm going to have these niggas voting Democrat for the next 60 years? He ain't lied and got it spot on too.
The anti-Blackness. But on the right, we get the baby mama, baby daddy stereotypes. We get the y'all have failed to pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. We get the fuck your reparations. We get all that nastiness coming from the right. So when you have black people who are politically engaged, they're going to go to the side that just seems to be the less hostile, even though that side is actually even more hostile because they're supposed to be representing you with policies, but instead they just give you a symbolic representation, a few symbolic victories. They may give a black person a job like Ketanji Jackson Brown. That's supposed to somehow lift off 50, 55 million of us, do something for us, and it doesn't. So that's why sometimes we have this misconception that black Americans, by and large, are lefties, which I'm telling y'all, if anyone actually is in black
Marcel, we're conservatives at home, but Democrats at the ballot box.
Look, let me make y'all laugh. Didn't in Donald Trump letter, he said I appointed the first African American what was the lady? Council. What is it? He put that in there. Remember when when Biden got on there and said, "Oh, what is a black job? Vice President of the United States." They dangle them carrots in front of you to make it seem like, oh, yeah. See, I do stuff for black people. Look, there go one black woman right there. Look, you see her? One right there. I did that. Ketanji Jackson, whatever her name is, he's spot on. He's spot on. It's racism on both sides and bullcrap on both sides. This dude cooking.
It's been this way
largely
for a long time.
Largely conservative. The problem is, and I've been to MAGA rallies, I've been to American Patriot rallies, and one thing I appreciate about those spaces are two things. One, they are willing to have intellectual discourse. When I mention reparations, they don't throw tomatoes and all walk out. They sit there and we have those conversations. Two, they acknowledge that the white conservatives and the non-black conservatives, but even black conservatives, and they have allowed bigots to feel too comfortable saying that they represent the white right or that they represent conservatism. There has been a unfortunate conflation of being conservative and being on the right with bigotry. And that is something that the right is going to have to address. Why bigots sometimes feel more comfortable being blatant bigots on the right. Now, me, I like my bigotry blatant. I like to see who you are. Show me who you are, and I can deal with you accordingly. But that's where that misconception comes from. And that's why sometimes you go on these college campuses and you get these little boulets, think they're elitist blacks. They are usually the ones who are really aligned with the far left.
And he ain't lying. Because when I showed y'all in my video, them black people that was on that line, what's his name from New Orleans? Cedric Richmond, sellout. Al Sharpton, OG, sellout. All them people represent black people. First of all, they don't even talk to black people to see what black people need and what black people want. But they the ones making the decisions on behalf of black people. They all sellouts. All them people lining their pocket to sell you out down the road. All them that National Black Caucus or whatever that crap is, all of that's bull. All of it. All of it. All of it. I keep telling y'all, we talk about this in the morning jokes and on Educational Friday. It be cosplayers, foreigners. Well, it be foreigners, half and half, and sometimes it be us. Because everybody got a price. Money talks. Because Cedric Richmond is Acorn. He's a black American. He from New Orleans. Ariel, you late, girl. We already talked about that at the beginning of the stream. We already passed that fact. You got to rewind the video. NAACP, all of them. Let's talk about it. NAACP, Southern Christian Leadership Conference, all of them. There was only one group. Listen to me and listen to me good. And they got rid of this group. There was only one group that was genuinely for the betterment of the black person. And that was the Black Panther. Not the Nation of Islam. That's a religious organization. That was to get niggas to send money in. Nope, not the NOI. The Black Panthers. Them people got up in the mornings and made breakfast. They had free breakfast and free lunch programs. They took care of the kids before and after school. Nigga, they had centers for the kids to do their homework. They taught black men construction. Not construction, but to be constructed in who and what they are. They formed a military. Nigga, the Black Panthers was a whole nation. What we talking about? All they needed was a flag. Everything else, all of that stuff, I don't care what you name, all of that stuff was bullshit. All of it. All of it. The Voters' Right Act, bullshit. All of it. They just needed our votes to sway us on the Democratic side. All of that, bullshit. All of it. Everything outside of the Black Panther, you name it, it was a bunch of bullshit. Especially if it's tied to a religion. A huge crop of bullshit. And you see how fast they hurry up and got rid of that Black Panther shit, didn't they? They got rid of Fred Hampton and disbanded that shit like that. This how you know what's the real threat. See, a lot of people be looking at the Nation of Islam like, oh, well, the Nation of Islam, they is for the black people. And I'm not going to lie, the Nation of Islam has done a lot of great things for black people, but it's still a religious organization. If it was really that good for black people, it wouldn't exist. Why do you think they popped Martin Luther King and Malcolm X upside the head? See, Martin did not get popped after the I Have a Dream speech. He got popped after he got on here and said that he coming to get his 40 acres and his mule. That's when he got popped. You know what's really helping black people? They get rid of it like that. So all y'all people today, all y'all leaders, your Tariq Nasheed, your Prince of Pancoochie, all of them, none of them people working for them people. Just like the pastor get his tax write-off and get his money from the government. Everything else, trash. Let's get back to it.
Most of the nationalists I have faced has not come from white conservatives. It has not come from the American patriot types. The nationalists I have faced, 98% of it has come from black people.
Wait. Michelle says, we've tried everything else. Why not try spiritual powers our God has given us to get out of this mess? I'm with you. But a lot of 99.9% of us aren't even in tuned and tapped in. We not. Because I believe, just me, Michelle, but I believe that we were practicing a spirituality that protected us in the past. But they've taken us so far out of it that I believe 99.9999999% of us won't even believe that it even exists, let alone be able to tap back in. It would take a whole lot. It would take a whole, listen, we might have to start over from scratch. But I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, Michelle. I'm with you when you're right, girl.
Who think that being a Democrat is more important than being black.
Yep.
And even black Americans. That's where most of the nasties I face. That's where most of the slander I face has come from. That's where a lot of the personal attacks I have faced has come from. Yes, I've gotten some hate messages from these wannabe white supremacist types, but a lot of the hatred I come from have come from those same types, Devon, who probably gave you hell on Georgetown campus or called you a coon. So the reason the right sometimes doesn't have the same reach among the black political spectra is because they welcome too much blatant bigotry.
Yep.
Whereas the left is just as bigoted by neglecting us and feeding BS to us and putting on these black faces and making it seem like all we care about is aborting black babies. When I can tell you, here in the South, you talk to the average black family, abortion is not something we even think about.
Right.
Usually, here, a person has a baby, the family member is going to take that baby in if the person who gave birth to that child is not able to do so. That's why you're...
And he ain't lying. Let me tell you something about this AB situation with the abortion thing. Black people as a collective, we are so much more conservative than we give ourselves credit for. We are so much more conservative. How long was it that black gay people couldn't be gay in the church? Even though we knew them, even though everybody knew this person was gay, the choir director was gay, you could not be openly gay in the church for how many years? All the way up until recent. We are so conservative, it's unreal. We didn't believe up until recent to go get abortions. We didn't. That's why you see bitches with 6, 7, 8, 9 kids and don't take care of none of them. Because they be like, well, what you wanted me to do, get an abortion? We did not believe, it wasn't until recently we started getting hooked on this craziness. We are the most conservative. How many black mamas will be mad if their son come home with a white girl? Let's be real. Black people are the most conservative people of all time. Back in the day, what they used to say, if you can't use your comb, don't bring her home. Our mamas didn't like our brothers bringing home the clear girls. No, they did not. And guess what? If you don't want the baby, you got an auntie or a cousin or somebody who couldn't have children, give me the baby. Let's talk about it. You been and had all them kids. Guess what? You can at least drop them up by your mama house to get a little. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't until recently we started all of this craziness. We are the most conservative people on the face of this earth. Now, I can't really say what we got going on, but I think we still conservative as hell because right now we still battling with the TSs. You see what I'm saying? We're still super conservative. But they got us, even though we act conservative, we around here telling everybody we liberal when we not. Ain't nothing liberal about a black person. There's nothing liberal about black people. That's why you have, like, I watched T.S. Madison's live yesterday talking about heterophobia. No, heterosexuals are homophobic because we are. Let's talk about it. As a collective, I'm not saying you and me particular. As a collective, we are extremely homophobic. We are. You know your cousin was gay from the moment he started walking and he was twitching his booty. We knew that. And you let that cousin grow up all these years. You know y'all got the aunts who ain't never had no husband, but always got that friend, that woman. Come on, man. Stop it. Girl, we the most conservative people walking the face of this earth, but running around hollering we liberal. Y'all got to stop. We ain't no damn liberal. We ain't never been no liberal. Never in the history of niggerdom have niggas been liberal. All the belief systems black people got, girl, it's a constraint you don't want to be under. You know what I mean? Yeah, that living roommate just anticipate. Yay. That choir director he can could direct the hell out that choir. But you know when he talk like this, you know what it is. Pastor know what it is. The deacons know what it is. The deaconess know what it is. The co-pastor know what everybody in the church. Everybody know that fat boy in the choir who's real soft. He's always hanging with all the girls. Let's talk about it. Get me up here. Everybody know I was in the gospel choir. I had 3 gay friends. Listen to me and listen to me good. And in high school, see, I went to high school at a time where you didn't come out and say you was gay. You just didn't. You went through life like as if you wasn't until you was grown, and then we run across you and be like, oh, I knew that. Yeah. Everybody got that fat boy in the choir. He always be with the girls. He could sing his ass off. Yeah, let's talk about it. He could sing his ass off. He don't do nothing but hang with all of the women in the choir. He go out to eat with all the girls. He talk and sound like one of the girls. He ain't never had no girlfriend. Never. You ain't never even seen him hug a girl. You ain't never seen it. Everybody know he gay, but I be damned if somebody gonna say it, and I be damned if he gonna say it. We all know he gay. Everybody knows he's gay, but ain't not person gonna say it because the choir in the church will kick him out on his ass. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We the most conservative people walking the face of this earth. Everybody, his mama knew he was gay from the moment she seen him walking in his Pampers and putting her heels on. She knew it. She just ain't wanting to say nothing. She knew it. She knew it. She knew her child. She knew he was gay when she seen him coming outside with her wig on. She knew it. But she be damned if she say it. Why? Because she conservative. You get it? You get it? And then when the gay people grow up and they want to be gay in peace, what they do? What they do? What do black gay people do when they want to grow up and be gay in peace? They leave. Oh, yeah. They go move to another state. Gone. Nowhere around family so they could be gay in peace. Stop me when I start lying. They grow up, they leave so they can be gay in peace and don't have to worry about this. Because we're conservative. They might come back for the family reunion. They might. They might come back for the family reunion, but ain't nobody gonna ask him about his friend. Ain't nobody gonna ask him about his friend. What we talking about? Ain't nobody gonna ask him who his friend is. Girl, y'all got to be strong. Y'all got to be strong, but we liberal. Oh, all right. We liberal though. All right, yeah. Girl, we be voting against our better interests every time, girl. It all because of emotionalism. That's crazy work.
See an aunt sometimes raising their nieces and nephews, or you'll see sometimes a grandmother with their grandchildren until the parents get on their feet. Like this whole confiscation of guns. I'm here in the South. Black Americans are just as much gun aficionados as white Southerners. Trust you, we are. But the right is missing out on opportunities to do that. And that is the fault of the right for not engaging a lot of black voters out here. Because the truth be told, just like with white voters, over 55% of black voters aren't even active. And they're just not being.
So then, why should they waste their time going after the black vote when it's?
Pause. I'm gonna get back to Myron, stupid ass, because we gonna back up on this. You look, you right, my bad. It don't be their friend Portia. It be their roommate. It don't be their friend Portia, girl. You right. It be their roommate. Who that is? Oh, that's my roommate. Oh, hey, mama, I want you to meet my roommate. Oh, hey, how you doing, baby? Mama know that's your nigga. Mama know that. Stop it. Mama know that's your nigga, but she ain't gonna say it. The fuck? Oh, that. And guess what? Somebody gonna ask her, well, who that is with Brandon? Oh, that's his roommate. Lying to herself and everybody else. That's his roommate. Oh, and everybody, the person who say, oh, they be like, that's his old man, but okay. Ain't nobody gonna say it out loud, though. Ain't nobody gonna, girl, stop it. Girl, stop it. I forgot it be the roommate. You right. It don't be the friend, it be the roommate. It be the roommate. Black people are very homophobic. We are. Oh, mama, I want you to meet my roommate. Oh, hey, how you doing, baby? Y'all go inside and get y'all something to eat. Auntie, who that is came in with Brandon? Oh, that's his roommate, baby. Y'all go over there and watch TV. Gonna cover up. Gonna cover it up. Yup, in a 1-bedroom apartment, Joni. In a 1-bedroom. But see, you don't know that because they live in another state. That's the part. See. You don't know that because they live in another state. They don't live. You can't come knock on the door. They live so far away, you're not just gonna be in the neighborhood knocking on the door. So they forget to tell you that they roommates, but it's a 1-bedroom. They tell you it's a roommate, but they forget to tell you it's a 1-bedroom studio. They're rooming in a studio apartment in New York. In New York, I'm talking about old country bumpkin ass nigga from Timbuktu, Alabama. Now when I'm talking about he would spend his last. Do you hear me? He will sell his ass to stay in New York and be gay in peace. Is up there in New York. that studio paying $5,000 a month so him and his nigga could be together in peace. What we talking about? They ain't got nothing but a room, a bed, a small stove in a little mini fridge, but they gay in peace. That's my roommate, mama. Okay, girl, that's Brandon roommate, girl. Y'all go ahead on. Y'all go play. Girl, that's Brandon. Look, David, hurry up and try to change the subject. They hurry up and try to change the subject. Look. Auntie, who that is with Brandon? Oh, yeah, girl, that's Brandon roommate. Go cut me a slice of that sweet potato pie up in there. Look, to throw you off. Look. Oh, yeah, girl, that's Brandon roommate. Go in the back of that shed and get me them slippers out the back. She don't want it to marinate. Who that is? Cousin, who that is with Brandon? I ain't never met. Oh yeah, girl, that's his roommate. Go get me a Sprite out the cooler. She don't want you to think about it too hard because she don't want you to be like roommate. See. That's why she gotta hurry up and ask you to do a favor right after she tell you. You feel what I'm saying? So it don't sink in and it don't seep in, and you be like, wait, what you mean? Bitch, Brandon unpacked his bags from Timbuktu, Alabama, from Greenbow, Alabama, and carried his ass up to New York. And he's spending $6,000 a month. He's selling plates. He working full time, and he do hair, and he babysit, and he's selling ass too to make them $6,000 because at least him and his nigga could be together in peace. That particular part. Shout out to cousin Brandon. We all got one in the family. Shout out to cousin Brandon. Mm-hmm. Shout out to cousin Brandon. Cousin Brandon said, I'm going to do me regardless. Mm-hmm. And I don't care by any means necessary. What we talking about? By any means necessary. Because God knows if I was at home with my roommate, all right, let's get into and if they go TS, they never coming back. You'll never see them again, child. But let's get into Myron with this bullshit. So now the guy is saying that black people, a lot of them aren't politically astute, and a lot of them aren't active voters, right? Look, peep this.
Like this whole confiscation of guns. I'm here in the South. Black Americans are just as much gun aficionados as white Southerners. Trust you, we are. But the right is missing out on opportunities to do that. And that is the fault of the right for not engaging a lot of black voters out here. Because the truth be told, just like with white voters, over 55% of black voters aren't even active.
So he's saying over 55% of black voters aren't even active. Watch this. Now, watch Myron.
And they're just not being.
So then why should they waste their time going after the black vote when it's only 15% of the population, and on top of that, about 50% aren't politically engaged? The reality.
Ask yourself this. Oh Lord, what did I do? Ask yourself this. Do me a favor. I
think they're comparable.
Do me a favor. We'll get back to the timestamp. Do me a favor. Ask yourself this question. If, according to what he said, if black Americans are only 15% of the population, and the other guy says only, and 55% of us aren't even active voters, then shouldn't Myron and us be asking ourselves, well, why they hone in on us so much? Like, why are we such a priority if we only 15%, and then 55% of the 15% don't even vote? Ask yourself that. Probably because we're not 15% of the population. Probably because we are the majority and have never been the minority. But see, Myron thought he ate. So Myron's gonna say, well, it doesn't make sense for them to even cater to y'all because y'all are only 15% of the population. No, the goose. Think about what you're saying. See, y'all gotta understand how paper genocide works. Yeah, they tell you on paper you're only 15%. Of course. And we go around and we read it and we believe it. Even though most black people, when you look to your left and your right, you see more black people than white people. You think I'm lying? When you start going outside from now on, do me a favor. See, your eyes ain't supposed to just be hazel. You're supposed to be able to use them. Open your eyes and start paying attention. I don't care where you live. I don't care what you got going on. Start paying attention and start looking around. Just the experiment is on you. Whenever you leave your house, I don't care where you're going. Just pay attention to who it is that is amongst you. That's all. But we 15% of the population. Right. But that's why they put all of this political power into where the black people gonna vote. Just pay attention. I'm serious. Just pay attention. Next time you walk out your door, I don't care if you're going to the doggone mailbox. Pay attention.
Black family, abortion is not something we even think about. Usually, a person has a baby, the family member is going to take that baby in if the person who gave birth to that child is not able to do so. That's why you'll see an aunt sometimes raising their nieces and nephews, or you'll see sometimes a grandmother with their grandchildren until the parents get on their feet. Like this whole confiscation of guns, I'm here in the South. Black Americans are just as much gun aficionados as white Southerners. Trust you, we are. But the right is missing out on opportunities to do that. And that is the fault of the right for not engaging a lot of black voters out here. Because the truth be told, just like with white voters, over 55% of black voters aren't even active. And they're just not being.
So then why should they waste their time going after the black vote when it's only 15% of the population? And on top of that, about 50% aren't politically engaged. The reality is this, guys. Most Americans are fucking stupid. They don't understand how the world works. They don't have a passport. They've never left their state. They can't even name 3 countries a lot of the times. And they're idiots. And the thing.
Most of black Americans are stupid. We don't have a passport. We can't name 3 countries. And we're idiots. Now, this is according to Myron. The Sudanese Arab who ran from Africa. Is Sudan in Africa? I don't goddamn know. His parents ran from wherever he was to come to America, and he's gonna look his nose down on us. Yeah. See, I wish civil rights would have never happened for these Negroes. I wish we never would have fought for them to be able to come here. I ain't gonna lie. Because this is what we getting in return. So yeah, we stupid. We can't name 3 countries. We don't have passports. Nigga, we are from the United States of America. Do you know how big this is? Do you know that the experience in Georgia is completely different from the experience in Alabama? Do you know that Florida is a whole nother country from goddamn New York or Pennsylvania? Do you know that California do you know Texas is a country within itself? What are you talking about? See, when you come from a place that has so much diversity and so much richness in culture, you don't have to leave the country. All those other places are copying America. It's not the other way around. You get it? See, what happened was when the colonizers came over here, they started naming America after places where they come from. And that was done on purpose so that it can flip the notion that America is the original place. Before Rome was Rome, Rome was in America. Before Egypt was Egypt, Egypt was in Tennessee. Oh, yeah. See, but y'all not ready for that part of the conversation. You see what I'm saying? We'll discuss that on another moment, on another time, okay? But these foreigners who come from these small, minute places, who have nothing around them but dirt and heat, you know, who can't have nothing, ain't never had nothing, they living in huts, they doing bad, they come to America and they look their nose down on us because see, they need a passport because there's nothing there in their hometown. They have to have a passport because there's literally nothing there. Nothing. It's just hell, high water in depression. That's why they run across the borders now. You see what I'm saying? Because there's nothing where they coming from. You get it? So you can look your nose down on so-called black Americans saying we ain't got no passports. Nigga, we don't need one. You did. Let me say that part again. Anchor baby. We don't need no passport. You did. You get it? Because we don't got to go nowhere. This here is our home. The land belongs to us. We just don't know it yet. We don't need no passport. Everybody get a passport to come to America. We don't get passports to go out there unless we're going on vacation. Let's talk about it. We don't get passport to leave home unless we're going on a vacation. And they got water just as blue in Miami or Orlando or goddamn any of them places in Florida that they have on any of your trips. We don't need to leave. We don't need the passports. We home. See, we the only group of people on this land that can't get deported. Let me let that sink in again. We the only people on this planet, on this land, that can't get deported. You need the paperwork documentation. We don't. You need the documentation, not us. But he thinking he eating though.
Thing is that the left is cooler nowadays. It's cooler to be liberal. It's cooler to be super edgy and woke. That's what's cool. That's the problem with the conservative side for the long time, is that it hasn't been cool. Thankfully, there's some more creators coming out there that are conservative. There's some more creators coming. Hold on, let me finish my point, bro. Let me finish my point.
But with 33, we're like,
let me finish my point.
Million with 30
You're lagging right now.
People who actually vote. First of all, Asian Americans are a smaller contingent of the population. People still engage them. A huge percentage of the Hispanic population can't even vote. And you got people tripping over themselves to do things for illegal immigrants. And that includes the Republican Party. You even got people reach out to Native Americans who are like 2% of the population. So let's stop acting like 15% is such a small percentage where it's a damn lot. And 15% is actually an undercount because the census admits they undercount us by 3 or 4%. And in the South, Black Americans are usually in states like Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, South Carolina, 30% or more of the population. So it's not a waste of time. Just like it's not a waste of time.
It is.
What?
They're not a majority.
How can a foreigner come and talk about our politics and tell us we, the original people of this land, are a waste of time? I believe that Myron's pappy and his mammy were a waste of time in their land. That's why they fled. See, Myron ain't back home buying up property, buying up things back at his house. He buying property in Florida. So apparently wherever Myron come from, Sudan, wherever Myron come from must have been a horrible, horrible place. So much so, Myron and his pappy and his mammy ain't even reaching back to fix up said place. Myron thinks that but again, this country is built on immigrants. Let's talk about it. This country from the very beginning, since the moment them people got off that boat, they come over here and they had all these immigrants coming over here. So that's the foundation that this country, I'm talking about this political country, is built off of. So it gives people like Myron the gall and audacity to think that he could say, oh, we are the waste of time. When if all of the immigration rights go away and they say, you know what, we don't care if you was born here or not, you have to go back home. Guess who's gonna be the last people standing? Guess who's gonna be the last people standing? If they say, hey, I know we had this law in place for hundreds and hundreds of years, but we've now come back and we're gonna repeal that. If you were not, I don't care if you was born here or not, if you cannot tie your lineage back to America, you have to go home. Guess who's gonna be left? Somebody turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, because I know they told y'all we come from Africa. They ain't tell you where they got us from. Guess who's gonna be left? It's documented. Guess who's gonna be left? Guess who can prove per documentation that they are indigenous to this here land? Guess. I'm not talking about that swab me your mouth shit. We already discussed that. They already said somebody buying the ancestry.com company and they gonna get all y'all DNA. I'm not talking about that. Guess who per documentation can prove that they have ancestry tied right here? But I'm gonna let them cook.
Majority, bro. And the reality is, if the way you're going to get the black voters is by giving them handouts, you guys cry about reparations, you guys want handouts all the time. That's just the reality. Let's call a spade a fucking spade. The black community wants handouts all the time. That's what you guys want.
Handout?
So
Is it a handout when intern Japanese Americans or their children got reparations? Was it a handout when these Native American tribal governments get settlements that some?
You notice he said, all y'all want to do is beg for reparations. Y'all just want a handout. I told you, that's how it looks to other people. It don't look like that to me, but to these other people, it does look like that. Because the reparations group is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. It does look like that. I'm gonna be honest. I gotta be objectional on this. It looks like y'all. It does look like black people beg. It do. Because every year, all on social media, reparations. Ain't nobody did nothing. Just reparations. It looked like that. Now, coming from a foreigner, he can't say nothing. Handouts, nigga. If it wasn't for us helping you to get here, your man Pappy will be back there at war. You'd be out there kicking rocks with no shoes on.
They're not a majority, bro. And the reality is, if the way you're going to get the black voters is by giving them handouts, you guys cry about reparations. You guys want handouts all the time. That's just the reality. Let's call a spade a fucking spade. The black community wants handouts all the time. That's what you guys want. So,
is it a handout when intern Japanese Americans or their children got reparations? Was it a handout when these Native American tribal governments get settlements that sometimes go to them in direct cash payments? Is it a handout when Holocaust survivors and their descendants get direct cash payment? Is it a handout when the downwinders get paid their reparations?
So let me ask you a question then, since you're a pro reparation.
Let me ask you a question. He brought up the natives, the Asians, the Dow people. All these people got reparations except black people. We've been doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. We still want reparations. And we believe that these people done gave all these folk reparations, and we still believe what we're doing right now is going to help us. Because that's what I heard. If you can name all these people that got reparations, even the orange juice people, all these people got reparations except us. When are we going to tweak the reparations movement? When are we going to tweak that reparations movement? We just going to continue to just roll like it's been, right? Don't you think it's time to tweak it just a bit, just to see maybe this will work? You know what I mean?
Guy, let me ask you a question. Number one, how much money? Hold on. Yo, nobody can hear you, bro. Your internet sucks. Nobody can hear you. Your shit is lagging bad. Okay, fix your fucking dial-up internet that you got. Your AOL. You know, your fucking. I just got online. Let me finish my point here. Okay. Because you reparation guys always want handouts, and it's fucking ridiculous to me. Because here's my question: if you're gonna go ahead and say I want reparations, like all these other fucking crybabies, let me ask you this: number one, who's gonna pay for it? Number two, how do we identify who deserves it and who's gonna get it? Number three, how are we going to be able to trace back lineage to identify you as a foundationally black American? How far back are we going to go? Like, none of this stuff actually makes sense. And this is the problem when you want handouts. Who's going to pay?
We have documentation that takes us back at the very least from the census to the 1790s when slavery was still going on. See, Myron don't have no documentation on his lineage. See, and that's what I be trying to get black people to do when I tell y'all do your genealogy. We have documentation that just from the census records alone that take us all the way back to 1790. Slavery was not abolished to 1863, not 65, 63. So that would mean per record, per census, if you have a family member that was an actual slave from a plantation, you would not only be able to find that person, you'd be able to find all other documentation pertaining to it. Who was the master? Who owned them? It's all documented. So that's how you would decide. But this one, I'll be having an argument with the reparations people. Y'all still doing the same thing hollering slavery because y'all learned that in school. Do your freaking genealogy, and when you go with the paperwork and say, here's my family member that was enslaved. Now you have an argument for reparations. Now, through genealogy, not through DNA test, through paperwork, government paperwork. Here's my proof. Here you go. This is my great grandmother who was a slave on the white plantation. This was the slave owner. This is why I want my reparations. Now we got an argument. We still going up there hollering, we want reparations. We want reparations. We the only people on earth got that type of documentation, and we don't even know it. Because people like Tariq Nasheed got us around here hollering, we want reparation every year. We want reparation. Just do your genealogy. It's easy. Just do your genealogy.
Pay for it. How are you going to actually implement it?
I have answered those questions. So first of all, the payments will come from where it's always come from, the federal government, like it's
the middle class. The middle class, because you're paying for it. The middle class is going to pay for it.
Answering your question. I'm answering your question. Number two, how do they identify who the foundational Black American? Before I even answer that, let's talk about handouts. You got a handout when your family was able to come here from war-torn, poverty-stricken Sudan. So let's not talk about handouts when I'm
here we go.
When I'm speaking.
No, don't say no. Here we go. That's a fact. You got a handout to even come here. Your ass. Your ass. And you're going to sit up here and talk about Black people looking for a handout? First of all, Black people are owed way more than a check. Black people, Black American, so-called foundationally Black Americans are owed low. So a check won't even listen to me. We are owed way more than a check. Way more. But let's say some of them won't settle for a check. Fine. How dare a foreigner come over here and say, we just want handouts when we are owed way more than the handouts we're asking for? What are you talking about? How dare you? Myron did a post talking about his daddy used to drive taxi cabs and he almost got popped living in New York because it was so dangerous and blah, blah, blah. Why your daddy didn't go home then? It was so hard for my parents in the 80s. Why didn't they go home, Roger? It must have been worse over there than it is in New York for y'all to stay all these years. Your daddy could have packed his bags fat and got on the next thing smoking and went back home, but he didn't. So New York wasn't that bad, huh? I mean,
a living, walking, talking handout right now. Number three, the government can identify who's a foundational Black American. Excuse me, you are talking to a man right now whose great-grandmother was raised by someone who was formerly enslaved. My great-grandmother died in 2015 at 101. That's how recent slavery was. Jim Crow and redlining, those things didn't enter to the 1970s. So you're easily able to identify who is a Black American and who's a Black immigrant. The federal government knows who comes here.
And the Black immigrants come here and do a lot better than the FBAs. You guys were born and raised here, speaking English language.
Remember we were talking about status when it comes to racial status and how it's different from the color of skin. Immigrants get a leg up that foundational Black Americans don't get. They get loans. They get businesses. They put them in our neighborhoods, mind you. You know what I'm saying? They get a leg up that we don't get. So they with that leg up, they look at us and look their nose down on us as if we just over here bitching and crying. But the fact of the matter is, it's bigger than that, baby. Y'all are getting helped. Yeah, since the beginning of them coming over here on this boat, all they've ever wanted to do was drown out the indigenous people, FBA of this land with foreigners. So you get an incentive to come over here. They're not helping us. Everything Black people got, we got out the mud. We had to bust our ass. We done got knocked on our ass for. And then whatever it is we have, we done worked 50 times harder than any immigrant, especially a Black one that has ever come here. I don't care how many cabs you drive. I don't care if you work 15-hour shifts for 59 days and 69 nights. I don't care. I don't care. Any Black American that has anything, they busted their ass for it. They done been let down. They done been shut down. They done been denied loans. They done been that. Stop it. But again, with that incentive for your mama and your daddy to carry their ass over here because it was getting too hot in Sudan. And then you to come over here and feel like you could just get on here and be like, oh, yeah, well, Black Americans, y'all are just lazy and y'all just want a handout. It's easy for you to say. You had an incentive and a leg up, stupid. That's the lift up Kamala was talking about, I'm just going to propose the Lift Up Act. And let's be clear, none of this will only benefit Black people. It will benefit all people because it's never been about Black people. It's always been about them. And he don't even understand the privilege that he has. Now, mind you, he ain't got white privilege, but he does have a level of privilege that foundationally Black Americans, indigenous acorn people have. And he don't even realize it.
You always make fucking excuses for why you're not successful. FBA's always got excuses. How come Nigerians come over here and kill it? And you guys are always crying about fucking reparations, man. It's ridiculous.
All you have is emotionalism.
Nigerians be scamming too. Let's start there first. And just because they go get 90,000 degrees don't make them be killing it. That don't mean that. Just because they go get 90,000 degrees don't mean no Nigerians coming over here killing it. Don't do that. Because that's another thing. We put success on degrees. All that shit is indoctrination. And I got 2 degrees. So I'm not degree shaming. All it is indoctrination. That's all it is. So I don't give a damn about no Nigerian coming over here they're killing it. First of all, I'm from New Orleans. Ain't many Africans down there. Well, now there is. But, you know. So I ain't never seen these crazy rich Africans running around. I don't know. I know Simon, Portia husband Simon, Peter Peter from Jamaica. He don't count. But I ain't never seen these crazy rich Africans. I'm sorry. Maybe y'all have in New York because y'all see more of them than me. But I ain't never seen these crazy rich Africans.
Not intellectual.
Emotionalism.
You cannot refute anything I just said because if you're going to make that argument,
well, number one, you're lagging. Nobody can hear you. You keep fucking lagging because you're on AOL dial-up. You got mail type internet. That's why nobody could fucking hear you. You're out there in the boonies. Your internet sucks.
Look at it. Turn your microphone off. You'll be able to hear me better. Okay, thank you. The truth of the matter is, you have not been able to intellectually refute anything I've said because the same arguments you're trying to make against reparations for us, you are not making against all those other groups I just named. Because I'm waiting for you to address the coal miners, the downwinders, the Native Americans, the intern Japanese, the Guamanians, the Holocaust survivors and their descendants, even though the Holocaust didn't even take place here on U.S. soil.
That should have been the biggest slap in the face to Black people. The Holocaust survivors are paid reparations by America, and we didn't even do it. And we still holler, we want reparations. We want reparations. We want reparations.
If you're going to make those arguments against reparations for freemen, then you got to make those arguments those people. And in the case of those people, it's not the ones who were necessarily done wrong, the people who were actually alive at that time. It's sometimes going to their children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. So if you're going to call it handout, then you got to talk about the GI Bill. My great-grandfather is a World War...
serving your country and being Black is not the same thing, bro.
Let me.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
My great-grandfather is a World War II veteran. He deserves
the reparations, not you, bro.
By that logic, he said, the man said, my great-grandfather, he said, let's talk about the GI Bill. Just so you guys know, I want to give y'all a very brief history on the GI Bill. So when they needed people to go to war, they created what they had, a GI Bill. This GI Bill were to help Black people, veterans, military veterans. So the GI Bill comes with housing. It comes with sometimes money. It's like a stimulus package that they gave to people who joined the military. So what happened was when the GI Bill was first given away, this is a small little history. When the GI Bill was first given to military people, Black people didn't get it. They used it as an incentive to get Black people to join the military to help fight wars. And then right after, they gave these GI Bills to all of the clear people. Black people couldn't get no GI Bill. So when this brother brings up the GI Bill, right? When this brother brings up the GI Bill and his grandfather fighting in a war, or great-grandfather, I can't remember which one, he's saying that, hey, let's start with the GI Bill. My great-grandfather went into this war and he didn't get his, because they weren't giving it to Black. They had to fight. Again, Black people, we have the windmill for everything that we have. We have to fight for everything that we have. That's why I say I don't care how many jobs the African work, the Jamaican work, or none of these people work. We have to fight for every little thing, and it be little things. We had to fight to get the GI Bill so that black people could receive it too. Because at first, they wasn't giving it to the black folk. And if Myron to turn around and say, oh, well, then your grandfather needs the reparations, not you. Well, if that was the case, Myron, if that was the case, your mommy and your daddy got citizenship, not you. They applied for citizenship and did all that paperwork. You didn't. You don't have no citizenship. You need to be down there putting your paperwork in, bro. If this brother's grandfather is the one who deserved the reparations, then you're not a U.S. citizen. You need to apply. You need to apply. Because your mama and daddy did the hard work of scratching and scraping and saving their nickels together to come over here. Not you. You need to fill out your application, bro. You need to fill out your application and see if you get approved.
Grandfather is a World War II veteran. He was.
Then he deserves the reparations, not you, bro. Then he deserves it, not you. That's the fucking difference. Like, why are you trying to get handouts on your granddaddy? That's ridiculous.
Please stop crying.
That's ridiculous.
Put on your big boy pants and wipe the tears from your eyes, okay? My great grandfather is a.
You're the one crying for reparations.
He is still alive. He's 100 years old. He never got.
So give him the money.
He never
give him the money, not you.
He never got a penny from the GI Bill. That means wealth is not built in a day in America. Anyone who's honest can tell you this. Wealth is built over generations. He was denied the opportunity to pass wealth down to my grandmother, okay? While the 15 million white veterans got the GI Bill. I'm glad they got it. I'm not mad they got it.
I'm gonna do a video on this GI Bill. Because I think a lot of y'all don't know about that. I don't think a lot of y'all know about that. Matter of fact, I had somebody hit me up and tell me that their people was in the military. Oh, no, my bad. My own family. I have a cousin who fought in the Civil War. Listen to me and listen to me good. I have a cousin who fought in the Civil War, and they say he had fought all the way to death trying to get his GI Bill because he couldn't get it. Was it it was one of them wars. The ones in the early 1900s. He fought in it. Matter of fact, hold on, I'm about to tell you right now. I got my paperwork right here. Say less. World War II. Yep. World War II. Just so you know I ain't capping. Yeah. World War II. And he died trying to get his GI Bill. Okay. And that was July 14th. No. I don't know when World War II was, but he was born in 1913. That's on my family's gravesite. He died trying to get his GI Bill. Oh, I got receipts. I'm gonna do a video on the GI Bill. That's very important. So when this brother's on here saying my great granddaddy fought in the war and he was denied generational wealth by not being able to get his GI Bill, a lot of them did. That's why I say we are owed way more than the check we around here hollering about. But again, I digress. If you want to go the check route, fine. Just do your genealogy and you can prove it and get your money. But the nerve of this Myron dude.
I'm just saying it was wrong for the federal government to not do it for everyone. So people who are saying that the federal government does not have to repair the wrong it did, you are sending a message to the federal government that a lot of people on the right are now saying is tyrannical. You're sending them a message that it's okay for them to do wrong and to do right by others, but not to do right by someone else. And that's a scary message to send this government. Truth be told, the New Deal. When Roosevelt did the New Deal, that was trillions of dollars invested in jobs and projects. It excluded many Black Americans. My great-grandmother told me she was excluded from the benefits of many New Deals, okay? The Social Security Act, the Labor Union Act, My great grandparents, who all died in the 2000s, were all alive when those things happened, and they were all excluded from it. They were excluded from opportunities to build wealth. Again, I'm not mad that America helped and did for other groups, but it's wrong that they didn't do for my group. And for anyone to say that they don't have to repair it, you are saying to the government that they can have a double standard, that it's okay to have justice for some and not justice for all. Now, maybe that works in your native Sudan, but that's not how things should work here in America. And again, you are here on a handout. You're in a country.
Okay, I'm here on a handout. Yep.
So
explain this to me then. Okay, I'm here on a handout, right? I'm here on a handout, but for some odd reason, my parents came here, didn't speak the language, were able to make something of themselves, buy a fucking house, earn $100K per year, and they never asked for a cent. But you're over here, born and raised here, American passport, English is your first language, you got free education, yet you're crying and complaining about the very system that put you in a position where you're at right now. That's what I'm trying to say. You guys aren't appreciative for shit. You just want to cry for reparations and handouts. That's the problem.
Visa, and they got it. And let me tell you,
your granddaddy deserved the money, not you, motherfucker. That's the difference.
Education.
I got a show to do. So I'm gonna leave. You're fucking nobody. Nobody cares what you got to say. Get the fuck out of here, man. You fucking FBAs are ass clowns.
Paid for my education, and they paid for yours. So you are the one getting the free handout. You came here on the infrastructure that was built in large part, not say only, by my people. So Myron, you are a living, breathing, walking, talking handout. Your family only was able to exist here because of handouts. And that's why I get so offended with people like you and even Vivek come here and say that certain Americans should not be able to vote unless they pass a test because his parents had to pass immigration test. Excuse me, Vivek, your parents chose to come here. And he's going to say that people should not be able to vote because they got to do what his parents did. Then I can say to him that he should not be allowed to come to America unless he has done what my parents and grandparents had to do, fight in wars, could build this country's infrastructure. So don't you dare come here and talk about what we should be grateful for when you should be grateful for us. Because if it wasn't for the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Myron and your family would not have been allowed to come here. So be grateful, be thankful, and shut up.
And he said what he said. Hello? Because let's talk about it. If it wasn't for our ancestors fighting for the right for colored folk all over America to come here, because remember, America didn't want you here. Oh, yeah. I got to see that part. All the foreigners, America didn't want you here. They didn't want you here. They wanted all the clear people to come in. Even to this day, y'all remember they had the horses over there trying to get them people from Haiti not to cross the border? Remember? Right before they opened the floodgates for all the clear Hispanics to come in. Remember? Think back during the panorama. Them Haitians was trying to come across the border. They had people on horses and whips and blickies on them people so that they could not come here. America never wanted other colored people to come here. It was us, like a duck, goose, in my opinion. Shout out to the ancestors. They did what they thought they were supposed to do. But they fought for the right for you to come here. All of us got ancestry of somebody that fought in some type of war. I don't care if it was voluntary or involuntary. Every single Black American person has somebody somewhere in their lineage that fought or either served in the military. Period. Point blank. Myron or his mammy or his pappy ain't never served in now military, ain't never fought in now war. They are walking handouts. Shout out to us. Thanks to us. Because again, they never wanted us here. They never wanted the rest of y'all here. Oh yeah, the clear still want. They already had enough with millions and millions of us. Why would they want to add more to the mixture? It was us during the civil rights movement where we should have been only worried about us. Let's talk about it. No, I got to say this part. See, when we should have been just worried about us, like duck, gooses we are, we always worried about everybody else. No, don't do that. That's not right. Let them in. That's how we messed up with this migrant crisis right now. Trump built the wall. They put the picture up with these churn in these so-called cages and look at Negroes. Oh, that's not right. Open the wall. Let the children out. This is inhumane. Now you paying for them to live. But what we should have did was just worried about us. We should have been selfish. That's what we should have did. Oh, yeah. We should have just worried about us. That's what we should have did. Because we didn't know that their offspring, first of all, they come over here thinking they're bigger and better than us anyway. All of them. No. Not some of them. All of them. All of them come here thinking that they're bigger and better than us. All of them. Now, I'm not saying some of them mind don't change as the time goes by. Yes, some of them minds do change. Some of them. But a lot of them in their Myron is a representation for what they all think when they come here, when they get here. You see? So they all think they better than us. Some of them change their mind and they realize, oh no, they cool. Some of them not like that. Then they have kids, and then these kids don't know the craziness of their parents, so they have a different outlook, so on and so forth. Okay? But what we should have did in the civil rights movement, see, and this is why I struggle with Mike, Martin Luther King. This is why I struggle, because he was worried about the war in Vietnam. To hell with the war in Vietnam, nigga. We need you to focus on niggas. You feel what I'm saying? But they was pulling them this way. Talk about the war in Vietnam, pulling them that way. Talking about the feminist movement, nigga. Screw all of that. What we should have did was worried about us, and we shouldn't have been worried about being able to be equal. We don't give a damn about that, or not equal, but congregating in these people's places and places of businesses and all that. We should have been talking about actual rights. I don't give a damn about going to your movie theater. I don't care if mine got smell like piss and I'm sitting next to Master Splinter every time I get in that bitch. I don't care. Those are material bullshit things. No. What we should have been doing was worried about rights, real rights for us. But nope. They got to our kids, and they got our kids to champion this stuff for all these immigrants to come up in here, and then they create anchor babies like Myron, who grows up in the household, because I'm pretty sure his parents always told him, don't hang around a black American. Don't hang around no black American. Don't hang around those are not good people. The black American, not a good, no, the African American, not good people. They no good people. No, don't marry. You no marry our black American. I know the Africans do it for a fact. Let me say that part again. See, the only ones we don't be having them type of problem with is the other ones from the Americas. Well, South America is different too, but our island people, our island cousins, they don't mind. They'll procreate with us. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. All our island cousins, all our Hispanic speaking Negro cousins, they ain't really tripping. You know what I'm saying? But see, them Africans, they don't roll with us. Let an African bring you home. I'm surprised Tasha K got her husband. Quiet as it's kept. But neither here nor there. What I'm saying is, what we should have been doing was worried about us. Because see, now we got to deal with the offspring of these ignorant motherfuckers who feel like now we the problem. But everything that goes up must come down. Everything that goes up must come down. Okay? It's time for Black Americans to worry about yourselves. We need to worry about ourselves. I don't care about nobody. I don't. We've been screwed every single time we gave a F about any of these people. And I hate that the good be having to suffer for the bad, you know? And I think we need to be selective about the help that we give. And I'm not saying we can't help nobody. We can. We just have to be very selective and very leery about who it is we running around here championing for. Because see, we were taught that all skin folk was kinfolk. Myron is a Black presenting man. If he don't tell you he from the Sudan, most people would know it. You know what I mean? But see, Myron understands who he is. We don't understand who we are. And that's okay. What goes up must come down. Everything in the dark, how the old people say it, was done in the dark, gonna come to the light. This is the time. Now's the time. Okay? Now, with that being said, it's time to focus on us. Myron was a huge billboard of what the conversation be outside of us. Yeah. See, we think because they dance with us and they hang with us and they live with us and blah. We think these people really give a damn about us. Myron is the billboard for what a large majority of those people think about so-called Black Americans. Use this as a learning tool. Don't get emotional about it. Don't get mad. It's almost like a clear person finding out they racist. You already know that. Use it as a learning tool. Use it. Everybody it's a big old joke and everybody in on it except for you and me. Use it as a learning tool. Don't make it get you mad unless the mad is going to turn into action. Don't let it get you upset. Learn from it. It's time for you to fight for you and put you first. You get it? And stop letting these people cosplay in your doggone face. Oh yeah, I'm a Black American. Not on paper. Same thing with Jocelyn Hernandez. Jocelyn Hernandez came up here because I black. Because I black. And she act like she afraid to be black. Because I black. Because I black. When I grew up, I chose to be black. I know when I grew up, I chose to be black. And she don't choose to be black. I black. Not on paper. I'm going to do a GI Bill video. We're going to discuss it. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat, Bella R. Thank you, Vu. Now I got my friend hooked to you. Oh, hey, friend. Thank you, Bella. But it was good. Oh, boy, ate his ass up. Because Myron is an entitled fool. And if you ask me, this should be a wake-up call to Black America. This should be a wake-up call. Y'all running around here with Dr. Umar talking about that Pan-African bullshit. Keep on. Y'all better learn to kiki and laugh at that nigga and move around. Y'all better learn to kiki and laugh at him and move around because y'all soaking in that Pan-African, peace and Pan-Africanism. Y'all don't get nothing from out of Pan-Africanism. Y'all running around with this black and brown, but we together. Keep on. Y'all better learn to kiki at these niggas and move around. That's all I'm saying. Y'all better learn to kiki at these niggas and move around. Now, with that being said, I'm getting off of here. It's 3 hours. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Shout out to the brother who ate Myron ass up. No diddy. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Myron got the hell up off of her. Because see, if it was me, I would have honed in more on the fact that, nigga, you an anchor baby. Yeah. Your mama and them had to have you in order to stay. Your mama had to get knocked up in order to stay. Thank you for the super chat, Jeff. I blame my grandparents for this. You know, don't be bitter about it. They didn't know. They thought they just like we think what we're doing is right. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna have criticism down the line from other generations. They thought they were doing what's right. Don't feel bad about it. It is what it is. It ain't like it can't be undone. You get it? We just got to get our things together. Okay. We just got to get our things together. Thank you for the super chat. Myron, I don't know. He used to be on YouTube. He got his page demonetized. Now he be on Rumble. And they say he over there struggling too. With that being said, you guys, y'all take care of each other, please. And I'll see y'all tomorrow morning for the morning jokes. I wanted to get up here and talk about that, but I don't be having time during the week. So I thought I'd get up today and talk about it. Joe Biden stepping down. So scammers coming up. Ski weed or whatever the case may be. And I'm about to Joe Shaw up out of here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. See y'all later. Bye. Take care of yourself, Black America, and Black America only. I want Black America to have a good day, and that's it. Nobody else. Nah.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up. It's a beat for me. Wow, 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 wow. for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.